God by yourself, the maker of the heavens and the earth, the maker of the waters, the one who spoke these things into being. And he said, let there be light, and there was light. And you said, let there be a separation of the firmaments, and there was. Spoken word, and creation began. And the animals sprang forth, and the vegetation sprang forth, and everything that we see in the world spoken into being. And therefore, when we wake up in the morning and we look at your wonder, we are always struck with that sense of awe, because our God is a mighty God. And so we are not ashamed to proclaim and to profess that you are God all by yourself. Whether we praise you, whether we worship you, whether we exalt you, you are God by yourself. And so if man refuses, when he wakes up in the morning, to say thank you, you can cause the stones to do so. If man refuses to do so, the birds every morning, they sing beautiful songs in honor of God. The sky, they proclaim his might in the heavens. The waters, they sing. When they splash, they are also showing appreciation to God. And so, a man, you can't be grateful for the air you're breathing. Others are doing it. The leaves are doing so. All the living beings are doing so. And so this morning, what we say is, be praised, be honored, and be worshipped. Mede ade Samuel Shana pension mo akwaba eba happy morning show so sami akopem na ide o ma ga na ho komo enti ene abetena hanum sei na dwumadi ekoso ewo happy 98.9 FM nisim 95.9 and 100.1 Bokatanga ene tamale ekoso ewo ETV Ghana social media platforms ni na dwumadi ekoso ewo on Facebook Twitter and Instagram to bet me follow ewo honum na also thoughts views and commenter obese odi be no odi afa ho ana so betimi a share link no ade ama wadofo a womo enya akwanya enhwedwumede ya womo so etimi ahwebe na ACP retired Victor Tando ade road safety tidbits abebe anopa bia sania adrawafo betimi edi omohoni ewo kwan so enkyerɛkyerɛ ene titie a emu edo papa ene wode ebrɛ ne agembre de obokwa alternative sem so abrɛ omanfo yede eye social media trends enso so eka ho sports update enso so yede brɛ omanfo na afei yebobo ensem ne mu ewo dwumedie no eso akopem na benya bampo ene ne tim no ebefa ede afri ye honom na samre de yenko na ene ACP retired Victor Tando enkodi nkomo. Yo, Sammy must say ni ACP retired Victor Tando edinkumo na your road safety tidbits no what they ever ACP no point zero kwaba eba jumidi ni so.
Major so this year.
Ahode ho anapeja.
Nyame adom boss mpatroye.
Yo, ene anope die. You know nam.
Yo me do ase. Ene moduma pa mo de simoni so se bibia mu no. Mo de beboa mo man. Odun faja enkosora enkam ho. Onkoso entre mushim, no koso enti nanim so entram. Etie for mutage meji anope ma munyina achi ma mo achi adehye. Edmo be say meji kesie so wo Happy FM 98.9. No pay yene je boss be masami e shon na ti edwam. Omo e body ti do ni beni I break a day. Justice Nati Raymond Nyamado Ewapa Fatisha Ibu Ali and director John Kuma. Software the Americans on near Dini Yad Mamad Patinia Solomon Demo. And ye knew dear any papenti na Maya the Indian say, Nemumayatum, Satundia. Moshi Nenko, the tapus for catching. Moshi Mom Yen Church and one of set by His grace. We are alive. Not Malakwa Busafone Tifo. I mean, say a driver for a normal year, and driver Gabi, Ata, Isaac, Sami, a couple, Muna Edma, or the prosecutor, afei mentia ata ono kitchen ho anti Olivia ono so kitchen ho mo nyina achi anapa yo busafo afei mentia owura amprechum ono abuso kan na owura kwashi onso Toyota Ghana Limited mo nyina achi anapa nyame nhyiramo ata ono Shell opanko oni amachi no mo nyina achi nyame nkamo busafo ya so no penhini ye ni ye kohi efi ye konso a misemo ni die kwanso ye koni sen ene ye banso a ya banse na mo amemfa we ntwemu ansa enura e prosini ba kon a obo no modern pa wa ye juma kama Deputy Commissioner of Police owura Akwesi Efori ene NHS o fi ne retirement na se na enura omo di juma so ko bi di hye na ni onyam e wo police training school I didn't try. I didn't get a car. Na police for member pa keti ye twino. So why are they? Ye mount fishing. Ye na ye de ahoma so you mean ye. I necessary. I need na ahoma cancel. Na ebusa for be makosi for you o di pro. Ye do no. Ye do 60 years to the Najuma at all. Na no IGP nyina de omanyo nyam ebe tej me na chi IGP Dr. Akufo Dampare omina de omanyo nyam be tej me na chi me de koso kama o na ensentro for de no mo hopa chance owura kosi for na mo so ensentro ni na ensentro for o mo de television o mo de radio o mo de pen ni paper kosi ya menka ho ya mo akwaba e de ba retired police Oji procedure no se wa san be civil and bio nti enai mo akwaba e de bayam ya me nka o hira o yere o hira o ma ebusuafo ni na no hinto eno amihia o se wo nia kumane kweti for kwesi na me mo achi ya me nhyehyɛ mu nyina ebusuafo na sin inoma ye hwɛ eye car yen register yen hyɛdam fa no call license office en command number na so ya di ahyensidie bi ama no eye trade plate sa trade plate no ye di yesua ho no makakra na wotwe mu sɛ wo ma hodo mienu ye o DP ye fi habo eba no krata ye de to so no card no na wotwe mienu na asa ewu entu ntumi ntia be sɛ bosom baako da bi na sɛ wo nya insurance so to so wo ye no to nkyɛn a uko DV na DD ni nyina na defective say car no say call license office yen testing fear say na ho den tie ni ma ne number is car ni ho den a defective na eno so yesua wo de number no eta boy nim na de ba ko abochire ye mfen to car mu de to car mu a say wo tomra eno na wo ya ma principal adwuma the principal hu a omno bedi na side trade plate no enye car a efi ha bonko ana yen register yenko na mo se car no akọ workshop fitting shop na ahodin nim ye testia eno no ye the trade plate na fam ho and the separate for share money ade a wo mo ho DV plate ne pe ye ho se car no ahodin ni ho and this sabi ye nchro on test on trial bio a DV plate any the farm anim any actually and then no man now that now they are farm so now I come I just say all they call on try e be kura na insurance na kasa kura lewu e san say DV plate no insurance that's so ntino there's an insurance na cover car no na I come it we nyina no be say mum yensua yemfa enante ye ni sa ebe boa papa na de ba kwa mpese misre mia mu apresifo no se misre wada misre won ya omunya abotre kakra sase apresifo no bi ekokwa so no so o de buom mpo no hu se ka bi ba na DV plate DP eno bi je board muza wa bi gina ka no bi hu na de kra wo side DV plate no hu ne ade And from so be any so place to DV play. And from so on say beer or day yet to my ajiska. And now they friendly baby I call wedding noon is any and then that or any ye. Nemo so no one am be or try. Abutre if I'm on kakra. And then Ross McCain say, okay, I like 2180 more. Baby, any one more, it say. Obi kwa DV plate ontumi fa nante anajo betumi de anante anopa enwumre anajo tem biara enu an se normal no ode be fam car na tini anim na ka na etoso a ebe hyiren reflective enu an na mre bi ni enwumen se edu anajo ma mo nante se bia operation kwan bi so na place for mo operation enti no mo se o ka fisa abrekoi sa ka so no mo nante na dia mo ma atodwa to that now when you abutre much amanfo kasa se bia mo de mran forever na mo kan no bia ne beti nti bi ne na mo kyere mo kama abutre kwa so nye ntokwa nye hunhuna nye tuo e de tino obi so dabi mentia officer bediako ono o FPU formed police unit o tesano ona o yejuma bema me mo achando pre ya me nkamu nyina mo usa fonti yesua bibi ani yesua nye ne a driver for ne ade nyina police for nyina mo nye nyina nsua nye nsua ne ye sanse tule be aseni mo bi tu shesa aka wo inu so no ana asa o kaka wo no a na ne eno ase mi ti le bia no utu sa ase nya fa license kura license di mo fa kura na fa tu police for nyina o nyina kama wo you logbook a chiro wa chiro mo ne ade nyina warning triangle wo yi the amount first extinguisher when we actually won woni wo muni to kwa bia wo ko baby bese mo mi enfo wi nyina nya dwuma ne mo an hwese e kwa so bitumi aye toto e de amage nyina da enu asi obeti na kwanhyia ba ku bi asia beti ba ku bi asia so we nipa ba ku na firi mu we nipa mienu na firi mu ni nyina na to bitumi etwa to bitumi e bitumi abrase na mo so bitumi abrase de na nyina ye nyina so se nam loro kwan so a e be ko so nya fe yi abotrento bu asie yami ye ni ada ho obi so aye obi ara so aye ne fam de wa ki ni ye tie ne sa bi se bitumi apo odum ko je nke ho enyi ekita wonsan bo so da etoso aduonu e baako eja no nke ho de duma pa biara esi ye ni so na de no eja no man nye adom eni nhyira enfemai
Yo, another ACB Bedwasi, Saudi Road, Safety Tidbits, no, Abrain, Emre, as I say, you did the Bokata, TV7, no, a brand of fun, pay out media. So. And it's 8 minutes to the top of the hour 6. You will be a Aquaba Ever Happy Morning Show. So, Jimmy Ecoso El Happy 98.9, Nissim 95.9, and a 100.1 live El ATV Ghana. Any social media handles in Ecoso Live El Hodam. Mewaha na mene Fati Shaibwali and every morning Yamato. And Waha. Midi Ade Sambolation. Fati, good morning.
Good morning, Sammy.
Na, I'm a pay BBL.
Nyamiado.
Good
morning, Samuel.
Good morning, Fatih Shaiwali. Raymond, good morning.
Morning.
Bibi Adadin.
David.
Adin.
Freaky. Yeah, freaky, bro.
What's it you're saying?
Freaky.
Free kick.
Freaky.
What does it mean?
Oh, you don't get it?
No, I don't get it.
Don't forget about it.
Okay. Fatih Jazana.
I wasn't there.
Okay, all right. Interesting.
Time no people signing in Yeah.
Last time I'm for the.
You can sit down and preach and claim that people have called you to start a church. Now we are one more people signing in. Why? God is watching. Remember, the Lord is watching you. On the judgment day, you will cry.
Na mami bisa mo asembi kakra o. Se osofo ya sorry. Na ne eya omudi projection wa so no cracked version. nipa bɔnfo ɛna wɔn afɛkyerɛfɛkyerɛ adeɛ na adeɛ obi tɔn no wɔn deɛ wɔn apirate na ɛna ɔsɔfo ɛde yɛ projection ɛna ɔsɔfo ɛde yɛ Facebook live ɛyɛ bɔnne ana.
All things belong to God. Yankopon ene ma nipa na dwen ma ode whatever software there is. Yankopon nangasa so no sign ma nipa na crack software na dwen. Manage to make crack ede Yankopon adwuma. It is the results that matter. The end game no. Ade no woji. Ede akoye different tabs. In the area of freaky and now say what they can say that is the difference.
Jenya bone.
And no so no be back say so be ko we scan all the better collection.
Bone ana say
Exactly.
Say na dwuma ho to so do no dey ba.
The nation's prophet, not church.
Okay. All right. Any Matiwasi. And if I on favorite minister on the front page.
Minister and friend, sir.
Friend Samuel Bujinapo.
David. Or your favorite minister?
Sir. A party favorite minister.
Fatih.
Yes.
A favorite minister.
Yes. Because of boy Juma.
Or that daily graphic any man pay.
Social media or front page.
Okay. All right.
Also favorite minister or front page. Our favorite minister near ten in Kancho.
Oh sure.
It's interesting. You're ten in Kancho.
Juma Loki.
Okay.
No, what is it? COVID that you be
602.
Yeah, Juma.
Daily graphic.
But Sammy COVID-19 or go PMO NPP Congress no over the weekend. I say I told go.
COVID-19 at Togo.
I'm saying we've
Put the
thrown caution to the wind. A ban making sure say you're safe in there. Of course, no smarts could be in shampoo.
I said, any
class test
mandatory
no.
say.
No,
Any
but
mandatory say.
but also gathering say you know. So now, yeah, to say we've gathered sana.
But it would have been a plus and refreshing for the organizers to have said, say.
But insofar as say,
Super spreader.
It's not but
Yeah, but you see,
you take precaution.
Also, because events are super spreader. So I mean, even voting time, or more day, or more when they were even converging in there, man. Or more tina bus more ban.
Let's not forget the new virus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which seems to be even more deadlier.
But
Well, yeah, the daily graphic NHR say na pay omo ade Samuel Abujinapo infoni ato krata ni ma wogina excavators bi ho. The omo can say sustaining Galamsey fight. Land Ministry to track excavators. Control room ready. Interesting. Graphic Tertiary Business Science Challenge 3 for semis. 5 billion Ghana cedis paid in bribes to public officials. That's according to a survey. Our more capture Justice Emmanuel Yoni Kolendi Infoni at the Atohonum. Parliament approved $750 million loan agreement and also so Honoma. For a bit back in Canada, pay so African states to apply for malaria shot support. Benin to auction off assets belonging to opposition tycoon. Moroccan court sentences 33 migrants to jail. And Libya's NOC chief rejects challenges to appointment. And also Honma and I pay amount for a bit me I can kind of be our daily graphic more. Biden announces U.S.-Africa summit. And a U.S. judge sets October trial date for Twitter mask legal battle. And also amount for a bit to me I can kind of be other stories and so our krata emo be any anopay. Outcome of NPP's elections, paradigm shift to break the 8 and no honum and afe work together for victory in 2024. Atamudi urges NDC members 5 minority parties respond to Ghana's option to go to the IMF. Producer price inflation hits 38% in June. And let's change negative narrative about research. Presidential advisor and Air Cancer Seminole. Final stories. NPA sensitizes Cape Coast gas users to safety. And institution heads in Koforidua schooled on RTI law. Help build strong rural banking industry. ARB Apex Bank MD. And reconstitute economic management team to include labor. Bringing in Sama and Ghana on verge of attaining gender parity at SHS level. Let's embrace digital learning. Mahama charges varsities. And our Energy Commission certifies electricians. We stories are underpaid. Offer Daily Graphica with me. I can kind of
Daily Guide. Parliament approves $750 million for capex. Male's brother fights Anidoho over grave. Government to inject $7 million into private forest plantations. Boga MP dashes to SC over witness. GTech reviews university entry requirements. And no ewo honum. Saso and other stories. Alpha Pepana Ubenya Kai say wildfires rage as heat wave moves across Europe. Russia expands war aims beyond East Ukraine. Buhari orders ministers to end university strike. Rishi Sunak or Liz Truss will become next PM. EU urges countries to slash gas demand by 15%. So, and government works to pay buffer stock. And no ewo honum. DJ Khaled eulogizes Black Sheriff. Shatawale billed himself and left us. And also ewo paper numwa ubetumi enyebi akai.
The Chronicle says mining coins to be listed on Ghana Stock Exchange. Mahama praises technological advancement in Ghana. Male's son, quote, brother trading salts over rehabilitated Asumje Park. Sam, you're a buffoon. Koku, your ugly head. Where stories are our front page of the Chronicle and
Daily Statesman and one more stories. Tension at PSC Tema Shipyard. Workers fight illegal dismissals, interdictions. Lands Minister. Government will prudently utilize natural resources. NSS deepens collaboration with user agencies. And a TESCON rescinds decision to suspend activities. AFDB, $27 million for emergency food production. And this is our Daily Statesman and Nim Anapay.
The New Crusading Guide. Tamale Zama communities likely to clash. Ninwete Chawe III is Pong chief fisherman. Ignore imposters. Pong fisher folks warn. Parliament approves $750 million Afrexim loan agreement. Provide judgment on Ibuakwa land. Kofi Anoche to Ochehene. Government committed to effectively utilize land and natural resources. Land Minister Enna Eka. Sasso Enna Italian PM 6 new pact inspired by public support. Sri Lanka elects new president. Tory leadership MPs to hold final vote before runoff. Eno ewo honum. Sasso Enna African Development Bank approves more than $1 billion for emergency food production plan. I am the People's Project, says Kenya's Odinga ahead of elections. Methanol found in blood of South Africa tavern victims. We stories Aubenya ewo the New Crusading Guide mo.
Ghanaian Times Anope says stop mining on river bodies. Government acquires 5 patrol boats for use by security services to stem menace. 26.7% of adults paid 5 billion Ghana cedis in bribe in 2021. Government statistician on this assembly about 26.7% of adults paid 5 billion Ghana cedi bribe in 2021. Government statistician. Sorry. Muka statistics no one.
I haven't found myself in a situation where I would have to.
Police are shoulder. oh, there be a small interview.
Police
Oh,
are
no.
Chimeda.
Interrogate further.
Police are
Interrogate
Chimeda.
further.
And police at Chimeda, Mount 7 police station. And I left the car there, went home. The next day, I went.
Specific
There be
question.
saw
police at shoulder,
that-
yes.
A
I'm
specific
answering.
question, no, Bisa.
Yes.
Okay, how did you free yourself?
And I make a sure, no. I left the car
Then the
there. I was
question
asked
is-
to
is
leave the
wrong.
car there.
Did you
pay?
pay
Then
bribe?
no, I didn't. How can I pay bribe to the commander or what? Mount 7 police station.
I don't know, because now also say. I mean,
No, don't know where I'm sorry.
okay, Kasa, out there, Kasa.
Mo ya
Just
mesere.
make your case and
Sammy
let's go.
say.
And,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
What you
What you bribe that?
Trust.
Sam, what you bribe that?
Yeah, call headline.
What's your bribe that? Sammy?
Oh yes, me bribe that.
Okay.
Okay.
Me
So
bribe
you're
that.
part of the statistics.
You
Yes,
are
I'm part of
part
the
of number.
statistics. I was thinking it's a police question. Me na baby.
Under what circumstances now to bribe?
Police chair me.
To free yourself.
But any recent.
Okay.
Any recent.
But on him said the
The
Okan.
Wasakra.
On him said the Okan.
Oh, that's a massacre.
On him said the Okan. It feeds into the prevalence of bribery statistics and our data happening for the Aba.
Oh yes, of course.
Say
Of course.
police and the number one.
I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah.
anyway. I wouldn't be surprised.
Anytime busy after the police are chinning.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Now how did she free herself? Now question where you're able to
And you see, I think that now the way they go about it, you know, because my instance, you know, not my driver's license, but I wasn't aware of my driver's license. Until we chairman also license. Confidently, I'm here and I'm the man. Or gee, I'll share license. No, I'm say how. Okay, all right. And then Mukako renew. Oh, Debbie, yeah, old driver with license, I wouldn't know. I met you. So, Minia. And yes, I mean, in the home, and I'm a car and I'm good at driver's license. And you know,
Ignorance of the law.
watching me out there, my man, and quay home, ma. Oh, dear, and you pay you money like a crabby. And then, kids will be a damn horn, and I'm the man to photo and shoe. And I bribe an ABA.
Yes.
But you know,
William ACP in Kano Pinka also be say, who drive it with expired license? What
no, but there's
but
but discretionary power of the police is also there.
Emran Bay or there, and does the
Yes.
police have?
Ghana police need discretionary power.
No,
So watching Nipano, Onipana ma circumstance under which Intia will drive. It is his decision.
yes.
Then to decide, say, oh, Medova police station, as I found police station.
But what the police has
But
to
why
work
would
with
the
first.
police collect bribe before they let you go?
Nyabotre. Police no. The first ejuma is all you say, so enforce the law.
Debbie.
Now, the first ejuma is all you enforce the law.
But the
And
enforcement of the law.
you cannot claim ignorance of the law.
Yes, but enforcement of
It's
the
the one
law
that catch you,
does
Sana.
not necessarily mean taking me to the police station.
Discretion, the crampo there, you infant tunche.
Debbie.
When I catch you violating, I have to send you to the police station, process you for court. Now, Oko of Drew Court, police no man somebody to judge. Every offense, one boss seat belt, who cast out phone, so every offense, any charge at the ball, any penalty, so here. What Ghanaians fear, and they say, Okwa, ombe charge you, sika bibri, inti, obemani bibika krana wa feel free. But sometimes, you should prefer being processed, go and face
Na
the
sisi
law.
omunji bibi kakra o. Me ti mbo nipa na din. But nansia na owo ye. So what dwene e ko ho no ma nipa nansia na owo ye. Sika omo je no.
Sir?
Not small.
The offense in there.
The friends here then. I think
And why did Nipani pay?
expired document.
Yes, and why did Nipani pay?
Expired document.
Go to court and go and explain
On the
yourself in
vehicle.
court. Now
Yeah.
you're not
Like
charging
roadworthy
it
on the
down.
and
vehicle.
stuff.
Yeah. the vehicle.
Sammy?
What will nipa na
Listen,
meka no?
Sammy,
Yeah.
every offense be any how much you are supposed to pay. Metri document number.
Okay.
And if you see figures now, what now? Sammy, and your figures here who when they process you, I want to make
But you see the frustration. I will be fair more. And what it is.
let's make the system work better. So I will stop paying the bribe. Because if that system we have to have say what confidence we no. We don't have confidence in it. And that is what is making us decide say oh and the MTR baby kakra na mo free.
Isaac, I think we need a bit of it. What was it? Ceciano, what
Well,
was
not say we a major discussion, but when we get there, police know.
No, I mean not the bribery and stuff, but what was it? Ceciano license, they put the final expiry date in front, and then at the back,
those two stickers.
Those two stickers. A lot of people have not taken notice of what is at the back.
Yes.
And ofa ushe any muna 2023 and one is a now woko. Meanwhile, no, I was say yes, I didn't away. And the people do not know that. Also, no, if Ebi Amenfani say, Madam Fubi say the driver's license are here 2 times. No, one back connection the bag mo and na kwashi for kwashi no, and a koye. And a second one, I think she just doesn't know where she put it. She misplaced it. It has not expired, but momo yana or see Nancy she doesn't want to carry her cards in her bag because of what happened to her. And, oh yeah, video of the card, and I was say I photocopy of the card and I share the bag mo. Into oh yeah mumwa no mbisano I do no way or the aye. And in this case, so police is stopping no cause I want to see your license. Now so you photocopied one no. Now so police in share are they able to verify to know so this is even an original copy of a valid license?
No, the law does not consider a photocopy version of it because photocopy version are easily manipulated.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. May just say if the person's card is missing or misplaced, it hasn't expired. May find say ra. Send run now, would they give you a new one?
No, right. Police for exactly. For instance, document just say licenses are here. And over a period of time, you have to go to the DVLA to go and get a new license.
When your license expires, automatically your insurance doesn't work anymore. Say Charles Danso and a committed driver's chairman.
How does that work?
No, it makes sense. Say, will driver's license expire? What the car could be?
You are not supposed to be driving.
Yes, you are not supposed to be driving anyway. It nullifies the insurance now. The chica. What I say, that's where they charge you for manslaughter in there. You get me? You get it? Huh? Yes. Yeah. The license no.
I disagree.
No,
because you see, say
no.
My car is comprehensive.
Yes.
What I say?
Yes.
Comprehensive.
Yes.
Now my driver's license
But
I expire.
Person,
but your train.
yes.
My driver's license I expire. Now me dey bo the insurance company owes a duty towards Nipa no.
Do not forget,
you are driving with an illegal document.
Do not forget, even with insurance,
yes.
They go through how the accident happened and all those things. Does it warrant you claiming your insurance?
Yes. Is the person driving a licensed driver?
Yes.
And you were not supposed to drive.
I think
we'll get into the matter. But it's a system near you. I mean, Major Mahama pointed Ghana task accused. JB Dankwa Meda case suspended. Driver granted.
He pointed Ghana to you. Did he kill you? That you go and kill him. And all of you, a friend is a mob, no. If anything, when it's man, so no man's one uncle to police station.
It's clear, say he pointed gun on fire.
If he pointed gun at you, now more to me, Costino, Achino. I don't know man's one uncle police station.
Driver granted 100,000 Ghana cedi bail for defiling girl. 9. Kidnapped Nigerian Catholic priest found dead. And another escapes. John Chinapo expresses worry over alleged brute force in fighting Galamsey. Togo villagers flee to urban centers after militant attacks. We a worrying story. Togolese no ediaba no pay. Parliament approved $750 million loan facility. Volta Lake identified as human trafficking hub. The PhD of Honorable Kennedy Echepon no a feature obetumi akan ewo paper nom anope na minority will not rush passage of 140 million euro loan. Ninyina ensema obetumi akan desist from selling hatchery eggs. GNECS cautions poultry farmers. Sami sana open ko shey nkukonkusia nkwa na ore che mo se omo hachi nkukonkusia ne sana
Yes, baby, it's mean because like soup.
Kusialize.
Be abreast Sami story back on. Be abreast of road signs and markings. PRO, National Road Safety.
Na markings na okwane so.
Okwane so.
From a friend is saying.
Okwane so.
I think it's in McCarthy Hill Eba. Ekwane kwa unhu baby a onam.
Also.
It's true.
Unhu baby a
It's
onam.
quite dangerous.
Oh, but I know unam obi lane.
Yeah.
Also.
A lot of markings are paper. Even from Circle to Achimota Honum, and from after Amasamai Honum no to Hebron Honum, there is no marking there.
Yeah.
One is a name, one is a name.
Ayujuma. Zebula Guinea fowl hawkers decry low patronage. It's a copium of Zebula.
So no Guinea fowl, no boy didn't
brutal.
Now who are crying to me? Don't I better
I was Zebula. I was Zebula. Never yet.
Sure. Nobody.
I don't know who calls Zebula.
The price at the source will determine. The price at the source determines the price at Ebedu. Other places. Oh, Master. And to me, I don't understand the meat. It's like apple of for me.
Delicacy.
It's like apple of for me. I don't understand it.
This UP Kwesi Ofori bows out after 35 years of service. Where any stories are over to me a kind of war. Ghanaian Times one up.
Daybreak. Nana beat Mills. Mahama in a great growth. Damwa under siege. 2 deputy commissioners by next ranks. Embrace rule of law. Kwesi Ofori to Ghanaians as he retires. Daviama congratulates Stephen and team. No ewo honum. El Salvador gang state of emergency extended again. Italian Prime Minister seeks new pacts inspired by public support. Kenya drops from list of top 10 suppliers of UN agencies. No ewo honum. Saso Ena Japan award $4.3 million grant to boost local SMEs. Government ban on East Asia imported rice is good news. And no ewo honum. Saso in a closed season alone is not a panacea to Ghana's fisheries challenge. Ghana Shippers Award slated for August 19. Ghana's maritime stakeholders trained on Yaris platform. Saso in a hypertension, diabetes rising in Muslim community. Yeah, because story in Marcoshe.
We are sure say different.
Education stakeholders move to zero in on poor menstrual hygiene in schools. We a stories that Ubenya Ewo Daybreak Musasana history of Nairugu defense wall person who me
The anchor Anopese NDC to exhume Justin Kodua's skeletons at YEA. Opposition Gongon Bita drops hint, says mess by JFK is mind-boggling. We sorry, I don't know. I'll share a story in this. We a big story about front page of the anchor. ECG wins Best Customer Experience Award. Ahafo Chiefs finally endorsed $850 million Newmont project as government secures 45 million Ghana cedi compensation package for residents. GNPC Foundation exposes Okudjato's cost of AstroTurf politics. Then you know, our front page of the anchor. Business analyst, final paper. Ghana Integrity Survey. 5 billion Ghana cedis paid as bribes in 2021. Police, most corrupt public sector organization. Bribery cases hit 53%. Story about a picture of IGP George Ekufu Dampare. Nufoni will have a fair cinnamon. Prevalence rates, ban of bribery, it was 3 years. Producer price inflation hits 38%, consistent with consumer inflation trend. Razak Opoku takes on American economists. Razak opoku taking on economics no. Or not economics in professor no.
I mean, I mean, who just say papers in now, it's me feature papers in
US Capital Private Bank ready to bail out Ghana from IMF. And then you know, the business analyst at the upper.
Business and Financial Times, High Court halt payment on gas supplies to any Vitol. Turning recycled plastic into fashion, the story behind Ramafreak and Ramaplast. Environmental Sustainability Summit 2022 clock ticking on sustainability of environment. GNPC to go eco-friendly in exploiting resources. Government to fight Galamsey with speedboats. I know. Speedboats, I think they are little you so no. Anna.
Someone river process.
Now is that the only place that Galamsey takes place? Or that's the one I prevalent?
You say Galamsey no,
because I must say forest be share baby almost share
but they are not mostly a man for a jamon and a momode
almost saying you know.
Chamfano ecosin anymore omudi the bed of the river no. I know.
Yeah.
But sometimes I wonder, Patty, it's been boggling my mind small. So we see in Shuni Abosom.
Sammy.
My boy.
Sammy.
Oh, the mammy Bisamo, Mama say river prior bosom, river brim your bosom, river tano your bosom. And the bosom and tea. Almost mean strike now. Oh, now come on, and you know, I pay the mona. And now, they make no.
Pregnancy, I'm working on my guest in Casa.
No, it's true. Jansa was some friend Jansa man pay now on my guest a bit maybe sense. In Tiabosu, who says you need say Anna. And now go for no good some more.
That was when I did right.
There be a Mr. Woman Casa.
IMF at Ghana negotiations, expectations, and outcome. I know Ewa Hanama Opeso whom we are bet me I can be. Ghana joins new pharmaceutical digital economy with launch of NEP, capacity training held for stakeholders to fight maritime crime. Calm returns to Tema Port. 17 districts engage in household garden project for food security. We nina air stories are offer business and Financial Times are ubenyebi akan.
Yeah, for business finder and Twaso and pay Ghana to retain $2 billion each year through new mining local content policy. And our Honum court stops government from paying any Vitol for gas supplies. And a 5 billion Ghana cedis paid as bribes to public officials in 2021. And I pay Beche a report no emu and Sem Kakra. Yembo Shina, Yenko, your website, never stories no ebi in free a whole and family for www.happyghana.com stories no any Ghanaian waterways to be monitored with speedboats. Benito Owusu and Ekasa. At some point we were told some issue drones.
Waterways and Galamsey side the speedboat called Monetana.
And
I see. Interesting.
now waterways in here.
I mean, and that's what's confusing me.
Okay.
It'll be a flat bar now, or speedboat in this one.
Improper management of solid waste, main cause of land pollution in Ghana. Mahama to win by 58% if elections were held today. That's according to a survey. 76% of Ghanaians believe the country is headed in the wrong direction. What to know about Marburg virus? Marburg virus is more deadly than Ebola. Virologists be and Kasas and electing outmoded leaders has become the tradition of the NPP. That's according to the NDC. And we and Sema and pay a free your website at me at the abre at the 4.
CityNewsroom.com and a page stories SHS academic calendar will be restored to pre-COVID period by 2024. Ghana Education Service. Ghana Police most corrupt institution in Ghana. Survey and this assembly about SHS food shortages. Government owing buffer stock 340 million Ghana cedis. Education Minister. Registered Nurses and Midwives Association calls for payment of trainee allowances. Sammy, and your trainee allowances is like John Mama soon to Yano. And I buy so a bit Yano. And say I buy so a bit ya. Into your buying to ya.
Is it in arrears or something?
Okay. Nabutre. Or say, the GRNMA has called on the government to issue the needed financial clearance for the payment of all outstanding allowances of trainees and rotation nurses and midwives. Now, Mutu also say arrears no, I say for a very long period, any arrears and Abandi Omoka. I'm hoping so we'll get into that discussion a bit, but quite a period of time. And I into more arrears. No, into me bisa say, Bandisena campaign promise no, into me. Okay. Okay. We haven't opened at Mills' tomb, Koda, and on this same way. Now, some you know, Koda the statement by it's quite interesting. Say, they listed Ijuma Muya Oho, and who owns the property of Oho Nenyama. But what they fell short of telling us, they say, whether they informed the family, so Muya Ijuma, no Muya Ijuma, I know the man can't say. It's a Koda. Bone of contention in yes, Muya Ijuma, Nama Muya Ijuma. Yes, see. The family were not duly informed. Say, Ejuma bisa ekoso. If Koda feels a property near Omodia, until they can go in there and do whatever, you have to also know, say, body near Wahono, it will be there. It's not. It doesn't belong to the state. And I mean, that's why I'm saying that the Tamils family should apply to exhume the body. No more kusino or baby on person museum. It's as simple as that. Omeko kusino or Cape Coast, maybe a Tamil sphere. I think that will be the way to go, so that every year. If you want to go to where they've buried it, a private family cemetery, you know who to go and see to be given access. I think that would be the way to go. Really, ideally. So the Atamils family, if they are minded, if they are concerned there, they can apply to have the body exhumed and buried where they want. Now, they are saying then we keep the Asumje Park for who wants to go there. Some people say it's no Asumje Park and not the application.
Fair enough. I'll be happy that you bury me there. Yes.
So, of
course.
Yeji. Man arrested over alleged kidnapping. FDA sets new condition for palm oil exports. Committee set up to probe alleged military brutalities on small-scale miners at Obuasi. Scores of traders count losses again after 7th flooding at KJTR market. Nobody has tampered with Atamil's tomb, Koku Anyidoho insists, and our Parliament approved 750 million loan agreement with Afri-Exim Bank. We air stories and citynewsroom.com. Ediaba.
Google News. Indom pays courtesy call on Kufo. How Bakavomo dared national security at KIA to stop him from traveling. Ghana to write 2022 Wasi alone. So and Ghana ranked second among countries with highest debt default risk in 2022 by Bloomberg. Why should IGP, who was President Mills' ADC, sit for his grave to be desecrated? Brother. The average Ghanaian has more clothes than a millionaire in America, Professor Adai and Eka.
It's true.
So to prevent Ghana from going bankrupt, why Finance Ministry needed $750 million loan. We a story, sir, of Google News. Final one. Issue financial clearance to nurses and midwives. GRNMA to government. Energy Commission to close down uncertified electrical shops. We nina a story, sir. Google News and Opea Ubenyebi Akai.
International news kakra embroman for CNN and the Shasia no pay Russia's aims now extend beyond Ukraine's east, Lavrov says. Russian foreign minister's remarks signal the Kremlin's refocused approach to the war in Ukraine. And Russia broke the stock market. Now there's only one reliable way to make money. Russian gas is flowing to Europe again over the crucial Nord Stream 1 pipeline. His wife was killed in front of him as Russian troops entered his home. Why he now blames Ukraine. And with a single phrase, Shinzo Abe changed America's view of Asia and China. January 6 committee has outtakes of Trump's message to supporters day after out. Bipartisan group of senators cast you to change U.S. election laws. And China reels from extreme weather as a record rainfall and scorching heat wave causes havoc. We stories are underpaid. CNN at their brain.
My young Reuters News, Nayenfa stories and Twaso. Kenya presidential hopeful Ruto promises to publish contract with China. Mali junta expels UN peacekeeping mission spokesman over tweets. President Joe Biden announces United States will bring together leaders from across the African continent for a major summit in December in Washington. Vaccine group invites African states to apply for malaria shot support. Egypt approves pre-listing procedures for petrol station operator Wataniya and water company Safi. We air stories are Oko Reuters News are Ubenyabi Akai.
BBC.com and open stories awaha ebi enie. No intelligence that Putin is ill. CIA chief and on the same way about Ukraine's first lady asks US Congress for weapons. Russia foreign minister denies Putin illness. Iraq row with Turkey over deadly Kurdistan attack. Ivana Trump's funeral held in New York City. Because of one mommy leaving, but you're my busha phone in Ayako. And someone who said there, sending via transfer into Bibiako. Ma'am, on behalf of HMS, no your contribution, Kakra. $4,000. Okay. Yeah. So we're on behalf of HMS.
Okay.
Yeah. Biden unveils $2.3 billion plan to fight climate change. Wildfires rage as heat waves moves across Europe. Slovak village votes to keep fascist street sign. Italian PM fails in bid to revive government. EU told to prepare for Russian gas shutoff. And Sri Lanka gets new president, opposed by many. We stories are BBC.com.
And also now info weather updating Brad for Anopay Ghana Meteo 4 an hour ago and more 8:20 as a cloud and sun will alternate over southern Ghana during the day. Few areas within the upper regions are expected to experience thunderstorms later today. Now breakdown on Etrese, Aflao, Accra, Kaswa, Cape Coast, Takrady will experience a cloudy morning with lowest temperature around 24 degrees Celsius area. Intermittent sun moments are expected for these areas with lowest temperature around 29 degrees Celsius. And it will be partly cloudy for these areas with temperature around 26 degrees Celsius. Oshe the northern belter, Yendi, Tamale, Bole, Dama, Gobo, Gatanga, Nalerigu, and Wa. All these areas would experience a cloudy morning with lowest temperature around 24 degrees Celsius. For the afternoon, some areas would experience intermittent sunny moments and some would experience sunny, cloudy moments, but lowest temperature would be around 31 degrees Celsius. For the evening there, almost all of them would experience partly cloudy moments with temperature around 28 degrees Celsius. And we any weather updater and I pay you bit me at the Abre at the four.
So active cases 606. Confirmed total cases 100 and 67,215. New cases 32, deaths 1,456, recoveries and discharge 165,153. If you want to my straight to social media na ye de de so abre amanfo ensem bebre akọ so ewo social media na ye de emu enchechiremu eba abemamo na Mahama trendy former president John Dramani Mahama trendy na opinion poll bia global info analytics Bridget Mensa adwa unse mi read ade na wo send message na na abekava so a new opinion poll global info analytics has revealed say if elections were conducted in July month ya former president John Dramani Mahama ebewini whether Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ena ejinama NPP and say Mr. Alan Kyerematen ena ejinama NPP former president John Dramani Mahama ebehwe omu bubro. Now according to poll no so voters na was some decided between Mahama and Bawumia and as former president Mahama and vice president Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and there Mr. Mahama ibenya 58% of the vote na vice president aje 31 akobopano nisio. An estimated 11% no will however prefer other candidates intino ebi agum ebitumi nya sa 11% no. Now on the other hand, if Mr. John Dramani Mahama ejina against Trade Minister Alan Kyerematen obenya 61%. Na Mr. Alan enya 30%. Intino na ne krakra ne say. Ne krakra ne say election no enya nne ena yebeye no. Enya July so ena yebeye no. Comment aba no ebi ene. Some say the economy is very bad and people are here talking about next administration. We need more solutions to our problems than those useless polls being conducted every month. Samiewa. Atase Apu Mahama will beat who? Who doesn't know this incompetent man's performance? One-term president and struggling to come for another term. This is big propaganda and bogus poll. Mohammed say, these people pa. Do you need to conduct a survey to know this? Who doesn't know that the current economic situation will not favor the ruling government? Tria survey. So Befi say he is unmatched. Had it not been Jean Mensa who rigged the last election and coupled with NDC's ill vigilance, and Kakufado will not be 2 terms president. We disassociate ourselves with this particular comment. Kwame essay is not true. It's true that the system is hard, but most people will not agree to vote for Mahama. If you want to Accra Metropolitan Assembly AMA, and I say AMA air trending, the assembly no issue notice to 10 street preachers, any 5 persons engaged in the sale of products using public address systems in the central business district for operating without permit and making noise, contrary to AMA abatement of noise bylaw 2017. Now, public health officers of the assembly na issue notice on Friday 15th July 2022 abra omu etwasi mo ewo CBD honum central business district no se omo kwa enforce omo law. Now time no mo yes exercise public affairs head of public affairs Mr. Gilbert Nyankra and I can say Ghana Standards Protection Requirement for Ambience Noise Controls Code GS 122 2018 the permissible noise level within commercial areas should be 75 decibels na during the day and 65 during the night. And while these areas are residential, trading and light industrial activities should be 60 during the day and 65 during the night. Into your cars, as I'm waiting or say activities from 8 to 10 a.m. Street preaching, no, I was say omutumi eje permit from the AMA and so omutumi ako. And yes, unya iska eto sound system and now akope market be na baby public place be now I shall say a preachy. And yes, and ye no. And to comment no eba no. Assembly beto no comment aba no ebi any. Ako for say it's about time such nuisance. Prosper say, I dropped 2 of my soul below on this story. Amen, amen, amen. And the Public Order Act addresses all these noise-making issues, but the assemblies have been sitting idle and watching these things go on. Isaac say, how can the preaching of God's word be termed as noise-making? We have herbal medicine sellers who make the most noise in markets. Allow them to preach. People are saved through this preaching. Well, some now, yeah, can no one say Isaac. I hope so. Yeah, Isaac can die. Won't you say? One who said a story, no, say they also served notice to some other product sellers. Product sellers, and they say any product or motor. It is about the law and not what exactly you are doing. And to let's know that. If you want to know, Daka say, good to control noise surrounding our city with a bylaw should be implemented is a Daka Mintia Sempacho. If you want my uncle speedboat, Benito also be your Deputy Minister of Land and Natural Resources, and Wakase government ebe release a number of speedboats on patrol, normal protecting major rivers a war on my emu. Na Ocheche mu say sad decision ye a joint decision be a more launch projects more ebe acquire shallow used speedboats omudebo monitor banks of motorable rivers like Pra and Ofin. Na Pra and Ofini honum so galam say akwaso wo ho same just say yen abosom no yen nanom abosom no ebi understand be omosa enti no ebi kromo anu mu yi gold ni pie mama fo no otherwise can one so mu seize gold ni po enti no unam nso no so nam so na wunya hwe now and one so nam so oba one obejai. Now I quote Deputy Minister say, the boats will be present for monitoring and deterrence. The boats have already arrived and will be ready to launch within a week or 2. It will be difficult to stop certain illegal activities on our river banks, but if we do not do this, sa ena okaye na omo maiden edition of Environmental Sustainability Summit, our Business and Financial Times share so now it was under the theme socio-economic impact of pollution on natural life. Muma yembo video na yenti ensema Deputy Minister Editudja ewo hono.
In our quest to fight illegal mining, you know, we came up with 2 major red zones. The first being that of the river bodies being a no-go area and the forest also being a no-go area. Yes. And as such, with the forest areas, that is a bit, I would say, easy because we have in place already our forestry commission, and then with this personnel, that is the forest guards who are there to police our forest reserves. Yes. But then that of the river bodies, that's where we have a little bit of a challenge, because what happens is that you go chasing them on the rivers and then they know how to swim. Secondly, they will just run away and you can't chase them on the river. So under the leadership of our minister, we've come up with a project where we've actually procured a number of speedboats. These are shallow use speedboats, so that where it is possible for us to use the speedboats to monitor the rivers, we will deploy them and then they will be used on them. Yes, they are in, and I know within a week or two, they are going to be launched they are going to be launched. These will be on our major rivers, the Pra and the Ofin, the Ankobra, the ones that are, I would say, Mutura.
Enti sa and a deputy minister eka ya yehwe nim na yehu result speedboat patrol yi ede ebeba, and we wish them all the best and success in sa agenda no. Na if you want ma dia medi twa to eye abrantie bia oye journalist, presenter, blogger ye friend no Kofi Adoma Owani waya anwasem oni ne din anam na abrantie ono enoda hoi ena odi ni birthday ya any anniversary also crocodile tears confessions obi ans man is on fan betuja say na all can oye confession no say na all kama ya bonaba so say all kama na ye denyo me sure say by now no we no ho na asem odi tuja ne say ne benefactor na oboa no okọ ekwanyem ne benefactor no eba owie ye no e na odi ne benefactor no esika rente edan na odisa sika ni bi so ware obi foforo na owie ye no wawo ewo bebi bebre enti no odisa asem ebetu dwa na ode crocodile tsb etu echire a na osusususu na amanfo se obi aboa o wiwi a wakọ akonyem ne ba wiwi yeso a odi nipa ne sika akọ rent dan assign oba foforo akọ akotinem wiwi yeso a odi nipa ne sika so akọ ye obi hu ade akọ ware no na wakọ akochusi obi na wakọ ware na wie nso a wasen akonyem other people awo bebre wiwi ya waba betina social media eba besu crocodile tears ti waka na asem wie na amanfo se gina ho na de ebe odia na obi a friend adwa eno say sa ware bon ya ware fun we pa de anka me de be choose Ghana card kamene Ghana card be court akwa ware wo honom Ghana card de bia me se oda me nchen me ko yiska bank me de ne ko me ko ye momo me de ne ko eventually crano meet me dey afa plane akwa broche ena amanfo say enti no papa yi wo yiri ya otiwe ya wo kasa ansam fun yi no that's it won chain anyway there Ghana for my there musuma produce mo ani idibia ewo Ghana hanom enti sa ena amanfo eka na story no hashtag enam anniversary gate birthday gate and of course it was social media enti aha ena yede trend no audio bi wo honoma yebebo na yetie ensem na ono ankasa eka ya no
bi yo afei makoye adwuma beku mabedru Fox FM ena ne father say na bra be adwuma ono wankran na me say Fox ena I don't know how our lobby here with Afro Capitola many tie me na yede me aba enkran Hot FM and I'm be adwuma Hot FM tine father ene lobby ye ma me ba Hot FM that time no
I feel no janto kwako
o say ne ba ne de never but ono feel say yes and na me buy me tie baby a ho bedwiu ni me wo Hot FM ye adwuma and I don't have to go so detailed but another lady came my way as to what the mama go through too much Mate. But what happened is say me sign konyim obi no I need to the fact is and na me day let me I say apostle pacho me nyim ye no tie ye nti America no ena me catch miracle chale afa na ma hye bra na se won cry wo na wo boa me nkakra akra because I don't even have money to do a lot of things wo na sign boa me de akobani me ni obi anyem no se anya wo for asem o kan no se anya wo for ta me papa no se won penenti sa aba ne sa me ho crap and on one sign ma me sika because I needed to go and do introduction that time ho miracle na ma me sika because Oba wanyem ye nye ne ho ade.
Oh.
And me sign the call ye. I say at least what ye walk around here. That time na ne ba me ne ba 2 years 3 months.
Oh.
I went there. No, more ye chaso. Oh, you guys allow Kofi today. It's his day. Allow me. The client no beba. Message from Kwekutin. GM Fabra. What the Fabra we na me trust. The fast track of it. You see, sometimes you can say the miracle. I say that is her name, and she really didn't make us a mona national. Dear my ye are still, in fact, at a point, ye no crowd nema bema for me akruya said they said no, there is no way. Bema no sorry no professor na in office. Na me the pictures of traditional way ya me kokoye ya kwa me hanesa 1 month na bema ni jano. Na me san farmer. Yes. Na me gu no. Na me yes. No, it's not been easy, Apostle. So me can say me bien nyina. At the point me say rent, Danya met them those days. Ready you must say me Jessica on na me they rented na me ni oba for team. Me just to the point.
Miracle. Why a miracle? I had an IDBC.
Oh, I don't also have a comment.
Oh, okay.
But is there any story over person pay?
So
If any India chair and say,
no pay me who injury me. My body has dreaming. Government acquires 5 patrol boats for use by security services to stem menace. The government has procured 5 new patrol boats to be used by security services as part of measures to stem the menace of mining on river bodies in the country. The Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Mr. Samuel Abu-Jinapor, has disclosed the boats, he said, will be deployed on rivers and Cobra and Pra in the western region, Birim in the eastern region, the Black Volta in the Savannah region by the end of August. Quote, as a more lasting solution to the pollution of our river bodies, I'm happy to announce that the ministry has procured 5 patrol boats which will be used by security services to patrol and protect the rivers. He said the minister disclosed this when he took his turn on the bi-weekly ministers briefing organized by the Ministry of Information in Accra yesterday. He explained that the ministry had adopted a 2-pronged approach in dealing with the menace of illegal mining in the country, and these were law enforcement and reformation of the sector. Mr. Jinapor said that in the area of law enforcement and engagement, an engagement had been held with all stakeholders in the sector and had been agreed that all 16 regional ministers and their respective coordinating councils lead law enforcement in their respective districts. Furthermore, he said, river bodies continue to be red zones for mining, while reconnaissance, prospecting, and exploration in the forest reserves continue to be suspended except in exceptional circumstances. Sami Otoaso can't say but crucially, it's speedboats about the Babe patrolling a ponoswa and making sure say ubia enremo enkoye bibia emfata e wonsuo no so nti 2-pronged approach no bakunia we are hoping say to me I bear the fruits I expect nti nkofo bebre say good news menim baby also general sasembo
so almost say more interagency if anything analysis, and they feel that the best approach is to patrol the river bodies to ensure enye galamsey wo nsuo ne so sene ye water bodies na ni betting wire. I mean, it's good news.
Okay.
But if you asked me, I would have said, say, I'd rather have opted for the option of the drones than this option of speedboats. Because
Why do you say so?
Because you see, it's not everybody who mines in the river. What I say?
Okay.
Some people might be mining, let's say, about 100 meters, 200 meters, 300 meters from the water body. But, come on, hose are connected from the river to the mining site 300 meters away from the river body now. You have no idea. Again, it's about the protection of our forests. It's about the protection of our lands. Both are enam in Shusua, enam in Shusuno. How did they know when you power galamsey 500 meters away from the water body? For me, the option of the drones would have been a much better option. If you are in the skies, you are able to see wider and farther than being on a river body. In Shuni Super now, unless or more chamfa for ne pe and many diomachi.
Did we procure?
Debbie. Because men see drones be a young baby.
Okay.
Maybe drones are being used, but we don't know. But I think it's for them to come out and tell us. But any day, anytime, I'll choose for the option of drones to that of speedboat here. So, and you have catch so full of the goose for speedboats. Yet, yeah, we hear that story. We hear that story.
Sammy?
More pretty boats, they are in bed with the miners.
Yes.
But drones there, you don't have to physically be there. You don't have to be close to the miner. What's my say?
Yet, how I say speedboat for our catches, so market to buy.
It's a work strike.
You know, I think that, and anyway, let me just.
Sammy, Sammy, problem I have with this fight against galamsey. Major problem I have has had to do with the issue of security services deployed to the site being compromised. So it is not surprising to me. Say, reporter ebe come and what you do no so. Lists the police as number 1 about the prevalence of bribery. Okoswa Kuremu, our National Intelligence Bureau, 21%. Otwaswa now Kodru, the members of the armed forces, 10.3%. So I mean, ideally, when people who are supposed to be at the forefront, intelligence gathering, working as an intelligence officer, working as a reactive officer, police or military now, there shouldn't be any element of a fee to say bribery in Yama would be for a sanipano. Why did Galam stop fail? Why did Galam Vanguard fail? What were the allegations? What were some of the questions people raised? And first point, make sure nipa na okwakoye enforcement no, any compromise no. We've not been able to solve that problem. So we can buy 1,000 speedboats. We can deploy 70 million army officers. We can deploy 50 million police officers. But when the strength of the miner and the financial prowess of the miner comes to the fore, can you confidently say Kofona will deploy alcohol? No? They may not be tempted. They may not soften the stance to allow those embarking on what they are embarking on to continue. Big question, baby sir. So I mean, this issue of speedboats, no, man, I don't see it as I best stop here. No. So I mean, when you get into this mining sector, there are a lot of laws. There are a lot of laws that, for some strange reason, we are failing to implement. As I mean, there's a ban on chamfan, but today we are importing chamfans. Nobody is seizing them at the ports. We are importing chamfan. Chamfan is heading towards mining sites. Nobody is seizing chamfans. People are buying chamfans and claiming say they are going to do responsible mining. Sammy, what direction are we headed? There's a ban on Efidie, but Efidie we no one Kroma.
People are selling.
And I'm saying that is it.
Place where it is sold.
You see,
and so, unless
we don't know.
You can still use it for legal mining.
Sammy, so we don't know.
Do people use it for
where the chamfan sellers are?
Of course.
Sammy, we don't know where the chamfan
sellers are. So then we can't go after
no, that's what I'm saying.
Come on.
If we strongly believe.
The problem is not the law.
Sammy,
the problem is not the law.
Is it?
Sammy? It's the people doing the mining.
Okay.
No. Fatih, listen. Yo, Krumu say, from 2016 ever, the names we had. Look, for instance, when we sat here on the Monday after Semo cover the MPP elections, what were one of the issues? Social media for Ekase John Bodu a cause on defeat. I'm saying some echo PMO. Look, it is people who are in authority. And mining.
There was a story about
NDC time is here, MPP time, it is prevalent.
There was a story about Bakalam tractor excavators. Yeah. Now, the company of women's organizer.
Yes, Kate.
She was saying she was doing responsible mining. But Tomako Shane in Yaman. Where were those excavators found? Any shade? Was it in the vicinity of the prohibited area? Or a licensed site?
Our problem is with the people in authority. Because they know they are above the law. They know. Let's not kid ourselves, say, I guess, no one is above the law. Some people are above the law. It is clear, it is obvious, and it is factual. Because we'll be able to 1 million Ghana cedis. Fatty, you never go to near the pardon. Now, he knew a beer, Wakaku we are banche, Waku we are body, yet now go to prison 5 years, 10 years, when your pardon. So, your passports, and Roman for na your bar, and then we'll delve deeper into the reporter, Raymond Elboso, no, Eboboso, Ojimedina. So. Bribery and corruption. Okay, all right. And to share sports now, say, John, I the documents in my mind. I feel no. I shall say. As I say, the sports update. I don't want to pay Ojimedina. So Raymond Yamato, I can't what the sports no. What the way and I pay sports in I'm here for.
Sammy, and sports in Sembebre na Kosovo, but now. I will bite me from NPP Delegates Conference. I don't know, play of the day. What I say, also football, me or be a friend, play of the day. They say, I grew a no. Yet to me, repeat. Now, I never before me real sports, no. TF1 National 4. Also, I'm saying, I'm a paper, I watch media course. And say, my mom play of the day, kakra. Now, young coin. It's Honorable Kenneth. Donald Trump of Ghana politics. NTSM kakra the tuja na yanko eni. Honorable Kennedy Japan. Was it Sammy? Cool down.
My brother Wontumi should cool down. He should cool down. He doesn't own this party. He doesn't at all. He has to cool down. Yes, because the way he was behaving and whipping all chairmen to raise their hands reluctantly. You see, all of them have been embarrassed. If it had been anywhere, all the chairmen will resign. All the chairmen will resign. I mean, look, how can I have learned my lesson that the disunity in the party stems from the fact that leaders of the party we openly support. So this time I said, to get unity in the party, I'm not openly going to support anybody. If you are good and the people believe in your work, they'll vote for you. So I stayed away. But for the first time in the history of MPP political party, you see 15 chairmen raising their hands because they've been whipped. They've been disgraced. That is all I can tell you. They should go and sleep and learn sense that if you're a party chairman, you stab your people underground there, you cannot change their mind. And that is the decision we have taken. Case closed.
I mean, into politics in the air, to me, free sports room. And now, mysterious Ebusua drafts, Abonto boys. I'm going to more parliament. But I'm saying, I'm not going to parliament. I'm going to say, I'm the petition. I come MPs no. Now I'm doing my same. Now relegation is same be copy mo. I'm mysterious Ebusua drafts. Almost say no. Say Ashanti go no relegation there. Omo. And I say I'm replace your Ghana Premier League no. And now I'm going to more parliament. Into sports no you didn't say you could win more politics mo. So what I say. Into and then some of the break here for no. Me don't bako the see no. Our parliament na ya December pre asoso amamo.
Yeah,
Happy 98.9 FM and I'm also go so abutie mo share dia mo share our ETV Ghana no page. Me dey no the Happy Morning Show sports update and I'm the bramo our show no so na ma make say 1xbet anytime it den dia me dey updates na bramo 1xbet say come website so 1xbet.com.gh 1xbet.com.gh register na be a new account. Register now be a new account obema opportunity to enter promo code the enter a bet GH and a BETGH where enter sa promo code new year pe about 200% bonus on your first deposit. We any message 1xbet me fan bro 1xbet say undi 18 am fa we need enter on my website to say kucha bet betting addictive to bet responsibly. We any message 1xbet me fan bro man pay. Be share na say be share from the World Athletics Championships I also Oregon na Eugene and Kinsi no ejigu ewo na ohwe Jumedia ekoso ne dia Ghana your penultimate track and field event to me participate wo mu no na ahomachin we and ekoso abrante I friend no Alex Amankwa 800 meters national record holder na abrante no na so to me e kire ne bobre ewo Kinsi a ekoso ewo Eugene ahomachin we but unfortunately no abrante no hit participate wo hit 2 no to me a time of 1 minute 45.92 seconds. Apparently, no na time or year any day. Na a fantastic time and I can say to me a qualifying to the semi-finals of the competition. But he was disqualified for what officials and our judges describe as lane infringement. Now, Omoka Asema Omodi Tuja and they say he fully stepped inside a borderline when he was not supposed to. Mpenifo decided say ombetumi akoye appeal Ghana mpenifo no mko say omko ye appeal omo ye appeal nyina omo the video evidence by say first 100 meters of the race no abrante I friend no Alex Amankwa edi ne nan eko share obi lane mo we ama abrante no omo disqualify no after the race enya dia abrante no nini age after sa development course so enti Alex Amankwa enyadi out to qualify to the semi-finals of the competitions. You see, and Ghana, your only hope of participating in track and field and possibly getting a medal. And they say your 4x100 meters relay team no idea you show me say on bet me at him. Ochina and as I can see no because you the updating na ebebre it for near for we and some kakra a free World Athletics Championship medibre it for. Yanto aso ne remo ewo Kumasi Asante Kotoko Akachi. And reports and multiple reports about say Prosper Nate Ogum or coach Emma Kumasi Asante Kotoko no he's resigned from his role as head coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Now the decision, according to reports, was taken during a meeting between the technical team and the management of the club. According to reports, disagreements on recruitment Emma club any transfers are ekoso outside the club nina sema ekoso na again according to reports there was a suggestion say some man technical director no be oversee ejuma Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum ewo Kumasi Asante Kotoko we Emma opinion no ka say saa na beba dia and the juma no ontumi enye biom report e chese mpanyufo try say on be convince no say na be ya obe rescinding the decision no. So far there has been no official communication from Kumasi Asante Kotoko until still no it remains a reporter eba from media outlets any sources are close to the Kumasi Asante Kotoko management it we any some kakra a free hustle eba Cape Coast Mysterious Ebusua Drafts omo ye bobu kwa omo si akan ewo division 2 mu ewo division 1 ewo Ghana Football Pyramid num na Ebusua Drafts sisia no omo akọ court akọ seeking injunction to prevent the Ghana Football Association from going ahead with their proposed 3-team mini league aimed at determining the team that will replace demoted Ashanti Gold. Na omo application no ekoma Ghana Football Association na injunction omo de ato sa particular competition no omo de koma omo na o hwe nsem a omo kana omo pa kire say if you say the season gone by 2021-2022 season no na season a omo ankasa omo nem say omo nsi akan e wo league num but Ashanti Gold etumi esi akan e wo ma na say omo tumi edimoti omo after this particular season na the season before season we 2020-2021 season no na omo were relegated but that season num na Ashanti Gold omo koye match manipulation na Ghana Football Association e find omo na omo dimoti Ashanti Gold there and chese omo a na omo say omo tumi beneficiaries to qualify back to the Ghana Premier League no Ebusua Drafts nti we ane asema omo hwe no say court no betumi edit abo to GF so say omo twen until omo tumi proper determination of the matter now according to the document omo de buy no omo patch say the decision say Tamale City Ebusua Drafts and Liberty Professionals omo bebo mini league to determine team abe qualify no error of judgment on the part of the Ghana Football Association Executive Council and it's inconsistent with the precedents of FA precedents akoso was similar cases mono and ya dia omo di so determines a particular case we nti no no omo kopie mu Ghana Football Association omo de petition eko ho omo sanso eko Parliament sanso eko share Parliamentary Select Committee on Sports de omo petition eto omo nim Honorable Osechi Mensah-Bonsu ono so no agine mu dendenden a o receive petition a ono so ema mo words of encouragement se na be ya omo kofie na omo akoda na omo adwensem no ho nti we any development a ekoso from the camp of Mysterious Ebusua Drafts here the updates ebe breti for us and when other matters come up enra yakopie mu ewo Rabat ho na CAF Women's Champions League no empenyufo to me draw se na be ya zonal qualification no to the main tournament no ebetumi akoso na enra ohwa akensi okuhwa draw to me koso Ghana's representatives champions of Ghana Ampem Dakwa ladies no they've been drawn in a very tough group. Techiman Bayside no have been drawn alongside Union Sportive the Forces Armée of Burkina Faso, Atleta FC of Togo, Bayelsa Queens of Nigeria. Sa 3 teams we in a beshia ewo group B ewo tournament ebe koso ewo Ivory Coast na ohwe other group no so dia AS Abidjan of Cote d'Ivoire, AS Police of Niger and Espoir FC of Benin almost be compete in Group A. Now, winner and runner-up of the WAFU B qualifiers no will represent your zone no WAFU Zone B no in the tournament proper slated for Morocco later in the year. Into we and some kakra if we hustle eba still our CAF akachi no ene na 2022 CAF awards no mpenyefo betumi ahwe na deserving winners no omo the award no the amount na omo the omo prizes amount Jumedi no ebekoso ewo Rabat ene 6 p.m. na akensie no etumi ahyase ana 6 p.m. no na event no ahyase na ohwe male player and I say player of the year men category na Sadio Mane osi akama Senegal and Bayern Munich, Edouard Mendy Senegal and Chelsea and Mohamed Salah. So 3 players we men's player of the year award no Mane, Mendy, Salah omo 3 no and ebe ginemu a ebetumi yi nipa obetumi ewini na Sadio Mane ono na last winner of this particular award in 2019 na mpenyifo bebre ehwe nim say ono na obetumi ewini this year so na ohwe say na votes no ebe kone dia captains and coaches of member associations and ebeto aba selected journalists so beto aba CAF technical study group almost beto aba na CAF legends almost beto aba ewo Jumedia bekoso ewo Rabat ene na ohwe women's player of the year dia Grace Chanda Zambia ɛna osiakan ɛma mo osiakan ɛma BIIK Kazigat Ajara Ncho Njoya osiakan ɛma Cameroon ɛne Inter Milan Asisat Oshola osiakan ɛma Nigeria ɛne Barcelona ɔmo nyina ɔmo akɔpie mu wɔ hɔ sɛ ɛnto ɔmo so aba for player of the year women's category no ɛba no interclub player of the year dia women category no Evelyn Bedu osiakan ɛma na osiakan ɛma Hazakes ladies osanso osiakan ɛma Ghana sisia ne dia osiakan ɛma Boboko a ɛfrɛ no Alva Dennis ɛno ɛyɛ team a osiakan ɛma ɔmo Andili Dlamini ono so osiakan ɛma South Africa ɛne Mamelodi Sundowns ne din abepie mu ɛwɔ hɔ Bambanani Mbani ono so osiakan ɛma South Africa ɛne Mamelodi Sundowns ono so ne din abepie mu wɔ hɔ a ɛbɛto ne so aba interclub player of the year na ohwɛ abasobɔde a ɛbɛkɔ ama young player of the year women ne dia Evelyn Bedu osiakan ɛma Ghana Hazakes ladies ɛne Alva Dennis Doris Budua ono so osiakan ma Ghana ɛne Sekondi Hazakes ɛna Yasmin Zoher osiakan ma Morocco ɛne Saint-Etienne ɛwɔ France ɔmo nyinaa ɔmo din abepie mu ɛwɔ hɔ young player of the year na ohwɛ young player of the year men na Kamaldeen Sulemana ɛnya de atumi make final shortlist na ni edin a ɛbɛpie mu ɛwɔ hɔ Karim Konate of Cote d'Ivoire na Sek Narbi Salzburg Pape Metasa Senegal and Tottenham Hotspur Hannibal Medbury ono so osiakan ma Tunisia and Manchester United. Omo up for selection and nomination and they say on be winners and winner Emma Young Player of the Year male category no coach of the year no male category no and men division no Aliou Cisse Senegal Carlos Queiroz Egypt and Walid Regragui Wydad Athletic Club omo nyina ene nyame adoma yebehu nipa obetumi ewini ewo ho club of the year women no Hazakes ladies omo dia bepie mu ewo ho biom Mamelodi Sundowns and AS FAR of Morocco omo nyina hopefully no yebehu team ana obetumi ewini club of the year na nyina eya abasobode a ene yebetumi ama ewo CAF Awards a ekoso ewo Rabat ene enwumri na yekọ ama no ne dia friendly matches eguso ekoso ahead of the start of the new season no na yekopiem United States of America dia Minnesota United omoti Everton etwa by 4-0 Manchester City eche Club America of Mexico etwa by 2-1 San Jose Earthquakes and Celta Vigo omobo 1-1 ene ahomachi na ohwe other matches ekoso a DC United omoti na fie ema Bayern Munich betwa by 6-2 Sadio Mane actually the first goal just after 5 minutes from the spot. Osanso Emma assist in the first 45 minutes of the game and Sana he was substituted after the first 45 minutes. Sadio Mane yeka say oti played more obabe piemo el Morocco Senegal Africa Awards CAF Africa Player of the Year Awards ekosono obabe jinimbi. Arsenal so echi Orlando City channel by 3-1. Chelsea Omone Charlotte FC ewo United States of America omo 1-1 penalty shootout and omotume edije pre-season trophy Chelsea etume elusu 2-1 ewo ho enti Charlotte of United States of America omotume echi Chelsea etwa mo to win the pre-season trophy ekoso we NSM kakra me de bramo from the world of sports. For more sports tune into Happy Sports at 9 a.m. Ohene Bampo Brenya and the rest of the team omo the details nyina ebebramo ewo jumete no so ya beda ne kakra when we return. The Happy Morning Show continues.
And you're welcome back to the Happy Morning Show live on ETV, live on Happy 98.9 FM. Ebra so say the CBG business tips no Ebra adofo and pay eligibility, but I would like to welcome every one of you Odo Fidina at Hanum say and a power do Sam pension and check say Uncle ma a taxi driver bra kwesi utie anopai na one a Philip and na one na anopai na move follow conversation no enti anopai and chiakese and enkoma na move free a shaman na oye adwuma ewotema we and chiakese eba ho bra kwesi. Good morning to you wabra utie jumedi anopai afi no yemohwi na yemfa CBG business tips na embroman for anapai ojumedi no eso na anapai CBG for say yen kan chire wo say koso anisua the advantages of having a savings account. Your money grows over time when you save in the bank. Until yemfa say bia osu me savings ofie Now the 5 Ghana or the share box me 5 Ghana the share box me 5 Ghana the share box me. Ada when we ba ho so one says can we e dey twa onim dada. But when the money is in a bank, yes, who save it. Now a scanner a wo and so at the mouth and take advantage of a savings account. Now baby ma and kodan the baby ma ebusian dominina and allow it to grow and enjoy the benefits. We a CBG for that woman and I did you make the April. Yent also now after you know yendi and come up with our viewers and our listeners. Ghana Kasa. Somebody maybe akwaba afi NAB phone lines no edia two mom so or area B now or issues now you feel say you want to draw the attention of the authorities to it minia obetimi afa over 0555 657 278 0555 657 278 and 0244 885140. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Rafami.
Yes, sir.
Apo
Yeah, the meeting now, sir.
Yeah, okay. Now, Rafami, your friend saying, let's I will share you. I will share because some time in town. Yeah, I said, the Azani, maybe I need to be making we started on the fire in the music. How's that, Tommy?
Idi.
Yeah? Yeah, I said, your grandson, you need to need. Nobody is clear at the sea. The restaurant is for no higher and no in town. There's Canaba. Was here until you found the phone. Yes, you have 5 years with my son, you come. One best thing nothing. That's when I come out from the soir. What share about say and fire completion? The completion is a baba. The coach road me for see at the task, the task not to do so. After getting thing. My teacher brings are school for Namso. I what I say we say about Yato, a friend I'm running. My son, I'm going to come around the trap. I'm starting to find something with me. And after you don't come with you, Asana, Abiame. The resident, most share say, young fire, conscience and bra, which will be for mine. In Castle, you have a car from my border. The friend said, Tabura down, in Sula Dawa, Bridget, that's why, by the try this one, for I'm so another bit also. No, Lava is a fine bazaar, Yellow House Central and fine bazaar.
All right.
Excellent people. Gracias.
Yo, Idi Meadows and the place of framing now about Jimmy. So, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Sammy.
Yes, sir.
An opinion of the encounter.
Also, sir.
Sammy, Mr. Midindi, Nana Amwako. The Cathy Esubo, our Ayusuano. Sammy, I mean, you Idi Ekaino, and you will be to other car Ayusuano, Yapine. Yapine, in your car. You can't go from there, and the near other to cover after the cool Melatonian. It's what a fine. If it is way echo anum a planning it. If it is way echo boom a planning it. Maybe this number just how the old oil goes and this is your carry. You may use a message. In Saturday and Junior, when you go the part of only circle idea, that's an info, what is dinner? Sammy, what is dinner? Anything paying for. They are abandoned the Dano. In fact, it was 2012. Let's be only the do exhibition. On him, I'm a Wusu and the boy ever has exhibition. And I have more the road, any job for you, and I mean, look at it. You see that you reckon it to them. That's what bomb pays. A blank piano. And that is the carry the whole day. So the Nana yet need a copy of a now one. I'm yet to hear Anquanum and the phone negotiation. No one can see as I'm going to negotiate for other. You got it here. And ammonia, I don't know,
all right, Minia, my only been so brown, Manisona, Indian commander pay, Ojimidino, so, offer me nobody, maybe I offer free and set no 10 down, reduce set no Eddie Amame, now a chill phone and somebody and Musmundum and for Mamma.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Sammy.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, not quite in you, Kumasi.
You.
Mr. Sami, assembly ha me wo Ghana member and especially Asante Mem Kumasi intimidate from a video so. Do kwesiada amra nya adwuma o Ghana na. Question me bisa no. Adenti na me bisa sa. Ena no kwesiada me ko ba bi na me ba na me twam na me dru. Oba abu post office ho traffic light kwa ba ku the main road from Anaga Junction Besiko Airport. Ena a branch road bi Besiko Asokole Mampom. Na enkofo bi di yenuan zo nkofo bi di moto eba no ma be block main road no a eba Anaga Junction ebesi Accra road. Na kakra se akwa bi ade ade bi achichiri niti na wa bie open ayibi car bi so na wati wo na aka be so twam na akwa bi aba block no oduru na akwa no enye police for na escort na enye obi a wo mu ano na akwa no ayi pistol pow 3 warning shot. Hey, and I'm saying, what is going on? Ghana ha Asante Memman na me pese me bisa yempani for no money say obi a ho kwaso ye sa ne ma na ekoso na anu na I didn't know say kwasa pistol pow me just say driver ni no kra eye mistake kakwa me hwitu no ade eftumi no wo ye hwan na me de minim say ye government official bi anka police for na bedi na na soldier for bi be escort no but we there what any pan so kra wo na I wonder etimpanimfo a mo hwe Ghana so nimpanimfo a mo da Asante man ano ye de ade we fa mo so ni aka kire mo say sabe oman ye nyina de ade nanso enema bia na ekoso no mo ne de tumi ahyehyɛ mo nsa mo hwɛ kwasiada wo ba che say as amra kwasiada de free range amra nya adwuma etima sama de to.
And I agree with you. I've seen a couple of them now. Onama, Namutos, now Motiachi, no mabe block. Also green ko. Man, kasa di omutumi ebe block road no. Or they attempt to crossing the street. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Chief.
Tommy.
Yes, sir.
Tommy.
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
What here?
Nyame adon company.
Tommy, me tuka mo what me ka?
Bacho me tu kapa.
Maybe my this idea the moment I'm pretty cafe. It's free fire service training school. I want Opatoko and Tonano. It has said there 1.5 years street light. What is the post? Basically, and then I'm make a thing. Let's street light enough. And so, Namia Dauma. If you are the car, I know, 34 aya, and then light in a demo to the air bomb. And I just thought that one, what I can separate the fruit. Yeah, break the suna and you plan a power. I do a rate, no. If we are one of breaking the fruit, that will be our Takiwa, maybe because it is not including. And not the there. Open day, but light in the Omaya, he said, Omaya light in the Omaya, no Omaya, and I don't say you break the society they are. Do any of the own team and Koto in German, and pass me there now. Then, they are making a customer. So, I'm yet.
But there was a person also from in our badge, so just 3 minutes to end the phone-in segment, you know. So 2 callers been able to me afar, but Obo Rema no be in come 0555 657 278 and 0244 885140. Any of these numbers so from here, you be the come on. So whether it's an issue we've touched on or it's an issue you feel like highlighting. Na Ghana for any years of an be auntie. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Same.
Yes, sir.
Same Abubakar ni Mikashafi Kumasi.
You.
Same Yamamo. Na mapa mudi ema o my Ghana metia wo bajafo nyina same yemai yankoso mompae nyankopɔ o hira ye my Ghana obusu hira ye my Ghana for yenya abotre nyemfa mpaebɔ enta abayachi nyema mepa beba mam nyema koyi amai same meka we no na me da de so to mpanyimfo anim a mo aswati constituency obi ti say ya MC honorable Kennedy Kankam same akwana meka say a free spread dot ebesia ko post ababu post office edukrom ni man ho no same ko hye the card no ahia ye kwana Same enya homka. Na wo do anu koka kura na. Omo fa nya adwuma. Ye ba hye mpanyim for ma reinforcement emnam. Me giri sese ni ba mu a. Same tasa ebubo amanko ho no. Enyai and a street light no so if it's aspect and show be say koni nyina no. Street light ni nya adwuma. Ye ba hye omo fa nya mangu akom na ye man no. Nyaman kitin be nyina be ya maraboa na balance da eso kasia ode ba no na abebo ma no ama o ma no akoyi amaye na coming 2024 Ghana for ahye MPP animonyam ahye Adam Baumia ana honorable Alakojo Samati animonyam ama o ma ya fa na tuma pefra Samuel Faobre ya jumanya ko position bebu
Medals and a pace of framing now by Jimmy, so we are unable to pick any more calls. Yentwaso na afe yendi enkomo na yeton enoma bako minu mi ensebi na afe no yaba na yatwaso ministry mono reports na already you are willing to share that with us. The former President John Dramani Mahama has also been speaking. He's raising concerns about the Electoral Commission being used as a tool for the next elections. Ghanaians basically raising concerns about the use of the Ghana card as the only form of identification registration for the next elections. Remember, already the allegations out there said the Electoral Commission intends to compile a new register. How true or otherwise that is, ibedi enkomo. Na me car was say 31st of July and a SIM card registration and I saw an article to the effect that they intend not to extend the process. But I asked, has everybody gotten their Ghana card in order to register? There's a question I will say, yeah, bisa. But the end also, paying taxes, or my way say, no, obligation to the state. I will say, Ghana Nibia, no, I will say, the taxes, make both electronic and cash payments for MDAs and MMDAs on CBG's platform the simple way. Simply dial *222# with invoice numbers to MDAs and MMDAs in branch collections platforms. Customers can make payments on behalf of MDAs and MMDAs. Now make your payments through CBG, the best platform for all payments and transfers, both electronic and cash for MDAs and MMDAs. Visit www.cbg.com.gh for more details or call 0302-216-000. And yensheno and so na yenyina your taxes in CBT yen use the short code *222# na infantia. Tasty Tom and at your day aduane and Thursday or if you ada sena sala fest now honma in your no yenyina no Tasty Tom and no de na minia o share aduane no ne de ene senia na juicy ACFR that is a Tasty Tom there was will be NAB ewonifi nti oye restaurant operator choba operator munyina no mompe Tasty Tom na momfanye aduane enriched with vitamins and fiber nyina no eboa honam no emanitimi adwuma. Costa Rica and nyina ye ni chair because the Black Princesses are going there. FIFA Under 20 Women's World Cup ekoso Costa Rica. August ya ena yede ehihye so na adwumako aban amane to me say womo organize Ghana form person moko through omo wait behind the Black Princesses no womo SCN kanche Ghana for nya say akonya abedaho say obeko Costa Rica. City Gate Travel and Tours for the promo 0209011115 and as 0500777373. Now only City Gate for any incomo one more and a partner with me. I trust it one more. Handtech Towers, Handtech Markets for CN Kanche kind of for you know. I said many you can learn something about the financial markets, how to trade, and more and and you can stock trading now. No, OTS saying stock market, OTS saying forex, OTS saying financial systems. Our my we see OTS saying Handtech Markets for and a day a theory one more a day April one more award-winning financial technology firm one more award 32 years of experience and you know one bit me about now one more one more platform one more edit church the amount for you saying a bit me at how to do the stock trading and as a forex trader and a lot of young folks are doing so. Great Mercy Family Chapel, one more edit worthy of praise. Medi edit Brahman for theme no a living shall praise God. Psalm 150 verse 6. Date no a 31st of July 2022. Venue no a church auditorium Dansuman. Last stop Ebenezer Down, Commodore Villa. Now ministry will be Pastor Marshall, Minister Joshua Achoglu, Reverend Elizabeth Texan, and a host no Apostle Isaac Oche. Onyame nipa onyame engusra ewo ne so papa. Ohu ade antimenia ko na akohwe ohyebremu na yenyi onyankopon aye on the 31st of July 2022 3:30 p.m. Our church auditorium our Dansuma last stop Ebenezer Down Commodore Villa anti yenhye nso onia bi epe a chamber and hall self-contained and as a 2-bedroom self-contained apartment ewo Chado na osi wompe agents bia and it's a single room self-contained as a 2-bedroom facility bia na ewo Chado a mepacho woni union eni nkomo ewo 0261 472 730 and 0246 096 517 na yamwa efama union mepacho agent bia asembia enimu na akwenya abeda honom ediama union asofo a omo pese omo ekasa anaso omo ka onyankopon asem radio so Happy FM yesheda aclay blocks in bebre enti enyume between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. there ye ediasi no say time zone nyina no anasa belt nyina no bra yede ama sofo so mbeka onyankopon asem ti free 10 p.m. akopem 5 a.m. there we sofo na pese ko onyankopon asem radio so me pacho oni ni nkomo from penyimfo 0244509798 na oni omo eni nkomo. I am hoping say Raymond why crowd say report no details kakra what be my anope ojmedia no eso and sana ya twaso na yedi enkomo. But quick one a music magic and comedy night aye nyina no yani eda so se ba kwaji yani ewo ho no minia dwumedi ebaso Saturday 30th of July at the Grand Arena na one more perform dwumedi yase Kidi Adina, Clemento Suarez, Kenny Black and Regat our South African magician one more and dwumedi yase one more ebe entertaining me pacho tickets no 100 Ghana cedis say wonko a muemi no a 150 Ghana cedis na tickets ye ton bi airport shell but no total Silverbird Cinemas Edis Pizza YFM and Wonder Wings obetimi ato ticket bi so with the short code *713*33*10#. It's partly powered by Global Media Alliance and sponsored by HD Plus, South African Airways, Family, Scent of Africa by Gando Cosmetics, Rand Air, Eddie's Pizza, Fapapa Car Rentals, and Imperial Blue Whiskey. And media partners YFM, MX24, TV, City FM, Pulse Ghana, Happy FM, ETV, Daily Guide, Business and Financial Times, NYDJ Live, and Ameyao, Deborah, Ghana Web, Plus FM, and Radio Universe. And it's supported by Hoopro, Silverbird Cinemas, and Perception Management International, and the 30th of July, dear. The Grand Arena na yakobwa na yakogie ne kakra ba anyamtefo etwa enyumne go no magicians magic no na sa enso na asresem susu de yedi bebre yedi ebe report no oni kura
Sabi anope Ofa Daily Graphic Ofa Ghanaian Times to share that papers more. There's a story I say 26.7% of adults paid 5 billion Ghana cedis in bribe in 2021. Government statistician. Story to say more than a quarter of adults in Ghana, comprising 26.7% of the overall population of the country in 2021, paid bribes in cash estimated at 5 billion Ghana cedis. Government statistician Professor Kobina Inin disclosed this during the launch of the 2021 Ghana Integrity of Public Service Survey, GIPSS, People's Experience and Views on Corruption report yesterday in Accra. The report was presented by the Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice in collaboration with the Ghana Statistical Service, the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, UNODC. The first comprehensive nationally representative population survey on corruption in Ghana aimed at collecting evidence-based information from Ghanaians to determine corruption prevalence for the purposes of targeting policy interventions that could enhance the fight against corruption. Professor Enin said the report highlighted the scope of bribery from who gave or who took bribes, how bribery worked, gender dimensions, nepotism, and vote buying in Ghana. He revealed that during the survey, at least 1 out of 4 persons paid bribes in the country, while on average, a person paid bribes 5 times, which showed an incidence of 17.4 million bribe occurrences in 2021. Quote, after the end of the survey, we looked at the value of bribes people paid on the average, and that came to about 5 billion Ghana cedis. This is affecting the economy, and something has to be done to curb or eradicate the menace, he said. And the Professor Etuaso Ekasa Efa, 16 regions, and if you more rate of prevalence. No, a Justice of the Supreme Court, Justice Yoni Kulendi, launching the report, said it provided a scientific way of measuring corruption for development of tailored anti-corruption interventions. Quote, this is not to put down any particular agency or agencies. Rather, it is for all of us to fight against corruption effectively and transparently in all sectors in the country. So let's embrace the survey and accept the results coming. Yoni Kulendi said. We any story Daily Graphic about. I mean documents no and I copy more to media na say. Na yes sir to make documents no. Documents no I say corruption in Ghana, people's experiences and views. Na book no there was a book cover no we color we pink and red and color near. Okay. As will be a name color and Tianko. Na Osha book na Sammy Mammy Bro up to speed with your home. Yatro Vienna 2022 German Corporation Sweden Omunina mo support here machumete we book no etume epa out. Na contents of the book no or scope of bribery, who takes bribes, how bribery works, gender dimensions of corruption, other forms of corruption. Methodology preface. The National Anti-Corruption Action Plan of Ghana was adopted in 2014 after a wide-scale into preface no so about information kakra ewo. Now preface no was signed by Samuel Kobina Enin, government statistician, and Richard Kwesi, Deputy Commissioner of Shraj. Na acknowledgement in Yama EBPMO. Na Anansi and Tontan. Spider web. Okay, but say no more spelling no, tell me a mistake. Very good. Scope of bribery. Sammy. Delivering public service to the population is a fundamental duty of public officials. This covers everything from the renewal of passports and driving licenses to the provision of good quality healthcare services, security by police officers, and justice by judges and prosecutors. The experience of the population when interacting with public officials and assessing public services can thus be an important factor in establishing and maintaining the trust in public institutions. If people perceive that corruption is widespread and corrupt officials are not being held accountable, they lose confidence in public institutions and those who work in them and lead them. We our bribery in the public service and our bribery in the public sector. So I'm almost say to me coming up with number of people who interacting with public officials, contact rates no. Now amongst per if you no the table be by and the contact rates no Ghana for almost say 83.8% of adult population had at least one contact with public officials. And we've had one contact or the other, and now be 5 times, maybe 2 times, but you do now contact with public officials there. Now prevalence of bribery in the public sector no omoto aso ekoka say the share of adults who had contact with public officials in the previous 12 months and paid a bribe to a public official or were asked to pay a bribe but refused to do so. Data no upper. 26.7% of the adult population paid a bribe to a public official in 2021. There are, however, sizable variations across the 16 regions of the country. The prevalence of bribery in the Bono region, Savannah region, Volta region, for example, is substantially lower than the national rate at 11.8%, 14.5%, and 19.1% respectively. Whilst in the Western North, Ahafo, and Northeast regions, it's substantially higher, 53.4%, 47.0 and 41.9 respectively. So I remember the regional breakdowns so eba. Na omoto aso ekache say the prevalence of bribery in Ghana also varies across age groups. Younger adults are more likely to pay bribes than the older population. In 2021, the prevalence of bribery of 29.9% of Ghanaians was between the age of 25 and 34. Now, as our group we almost say they were most likely to pay bribes. Decreases steadily to 17.6% amongst those aged 65 and above, whilst bribery among youngest adult population and our group was 18 to 24 has a prevalence of 23.9%. And to some the age breakdown about now share between 35 and 49, 28.9%. Almost to me to bribe. 50 to 64, 24%, and almost to me a chair bribe. Now 18 to 24, no 23% almost chair bribe. But youthful population, and I'll be a bit describing as youth there. Offer from 25 to 34, no there. Almost do dona, no more bribe to apa, almost per shortcut, MBBI, and also any asema reports no edeba. So I'm almost also with other interesting findings. Now we PMO a war. Who takes bribes? You can who takes bribes are almost the public officials by and almost the private officials and private sector workers. So almost the prevalence rate by for both. Now again, they sought to introduce contacts about the population now. Nipa you are likely to meet in the course of Nketahudia or Pesa year. It's a contact rate by public officials in 2021. No? Doctors, nurses, midwives, no. Omunya contact with a lot of citizens, then followed by teachers and lecturers and professors. Also, omunya contact, then public utility officials, also at also 43%. Teachers need 51%, doctors no 60%. Now other health workers in public hospitals no 28.8%. Then police officers 19.4%. It will shock you to see say Ebano, okay, you bedroom, but most so say contact between citizens and the police officers no, that's a 19.4%. But public of Ghana, Ebano public officials or Munyan deal with a lot of citizens there, doctors, nurses, and midwives, followed by teachers, lecturers, and professors. Now, Otuaso Sana, elected government officials 12%, MMDAs, any officials 8%. DVLE 6.4%, GRA tax and revenue officers 5.9%, social security officials 4%, passport agency 3.9%, lands commission 3.4%, Ghana immigration service officers 2.3%, and these are numbers the interaction with public officials and agencies we. Now then you come to prison officers and our prison officers 0.7%. Embassy, consulates 0.5%, National Intelligence Bureau 0.3%. Now, so I mean, almost twice a prevalence of bribery our public officials. I want to be shocked you say with very little interaction with police. You find they say as per the percentage they were 19.4%. No bribery prevalent our police mo just say 53.2%. Then the citizens who have less contact with say immigration services no immigration service contacting about 2.3%. But to share rating about no bribery prevalence say omo no to me bribe immigration service at the second at 37.4%. GRA customs officers almost ocean interaction no our page no so hey 1.8%. Omo contact with Ghana for no 1.8%. But omo da number 3 a bano omo tendency to collect bribe no 33.6%. Lands Commission also another place Ghana for share down here interaction wo Lands Commission ocean interaction at 3.4%. But Lands Commission at the number 4 as one of the most corrupt places 32.4%. DVLA again DVLA so a BPMO our numbers 6.4% contact with the public. But I mean I know better so number 5 as one of the most corrupt places. Passport officer to also prosecutors, judges and magistrates 22.3%. Almost no mujine mu den. And I mean now BPMO National Intelligence Bureau. National Intelligence Bureau no any obi anako interaction with public ni near man 0.3% and the lowest and the least no per statistics idea no. But National Intelligence Bureau na almost prevalence rate of bribery no for 2021 no. Now it was very high. Now year 21.2%. It is I mean doctors any nurses any health workers are can one sem no. We are talking about doctors 7.9%. But they have the most contact with citizens ne timemu for. Omo number no 7.9%. Teachers, lecturers 9.5%. And some numbers now and can be expected because they come into contact more with people no. The tendency to bribe more no ewo ho no. Omo mum a ban tendency to collect bribes in the low, very, very, very low. Then you talk about other health workers in public hospitals, 3.3%. Executive branch of government, almost 5.6%. GRA officers, revenue officers, 12%. Members of the armed forces, 10.3%. Jisami, data and penny for tenancy and abano. Kakra, by a 114-page document. Very comprehensive document. Other details no, but some key areas now said to me focus on. They say how 3 security agencies top the chart about the prevalence of bribery. Police service, immigration service officers, GRA custom officers. Then we talk about Lands Commission, DVLA, passport office, prosecutors, judges, magistrates, and then National Intelligence Bureau. These bodies are bono. Prevalence rate near over 20%. But to share difference between police and immigration service 53.2 and 37.4. The police are miles ahead. A bono prevalence of bribery in Ghana in 2021. A very, very worrying signal. And to have your respected security agencies know her. Police service 1, 53%. The Ghana Army, and also 10.3% members of the armed forces. Then you talk about National Intelligence Bureau, 21.2%. So I mean, very, very worrying development. Very, 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 very worrying.
We go through the document as you were giving us the highlights and the critical aspects of the document. But we'll share one of the diagrams Omar provided on page 15, which talks about the prevalence of bribery by age group of bribe payers 2021.
Okay.
I get shocked. I get surprised. So, Raymond, if you look at the graph, the table that is there, you have 29.9%, that's 30%. Of Ghanaians are one more age bracket in the year between 25 and 34 years. they are the ones who are likely to pay bribes more. 25 to 34 years. I'm surprised.
Why?
Tati, by 25 years, nipa na fe no we school
Exactly.
I had the national service
Exactly.
What pay juma.
Exactly. That is why they will pay bribe to get the job. That is why they don't know Obi. Let's maybe say when you in Kakra, the age brackets almost say they are less likely to pay bribes. You know, they have mates, they have friends, they have acquaintances, they have people. We know that the age bracket of amount for they are in position to help. What's my say? So it's like they are closer or they have some sort of infiltration somehow. I'll bet me no Abeka say, oh, Buame, you don't have to pay for it. But the age bracket no more. The youth now, afe no omo air building omo networks near there no. They have to pay their way through. They even have to pay their way through to build the networks that they would want to build. And so don't be surprised. Obi already 25 we university Obi no de placard be gina kwan no. If sa nipa no, Obi wo ministry bi na waka say oh, breme 3,000 na main connective. You think he will not go and pay after staying home for how many years?
Sammy, me part of the argument they say, you see, start 25 ni 34 no. These are people who send a Vatican, they are chasing jobs. They are chasing services. Possibly chasing their first driver's license, chasing your friend is saying passports, possibly road traffic offenses chill more because
so
they may want to compromise the system. Omuna just say almost really because after 24 no, why your national service we also only Jumano, you are trying to move around because at time they on them say why do you know be a year. And these are the people who are omuni patience. Say omobe train na system no enko send a circle. So if I have to wait for 2 months to get my passport, they don't have time. So how can I expedite the action? These are people who don't have time, the patience to wait for my driver's license to be processed. Omo pe bibia and tem because omo feel so omo lag. So definitely they find themselves in positions where they would have to compromise the system to get what they want quickly. These are people within this age, they want to enter security services. Automatically, they want to enter the police, they want to enter the military. These are people who are ready to pay something to somebody if the person claims, say, all these things, no, all these factors will come to play.
Well, the explanation makes sense. It does. But I would have thought it is the people within the 35 and 49 age bracket.
It's not, they are very close.
They are very close.
They are very close.
They are very close.
And these people too, omuna bebenawo financial muscle.
Yes.
Yes.
they know the system. They know the nooks and crannies. They know the where to go and the where not to go. They are the ones who know how to make a door open.
Yeah.
These people within the age of 35 and 49. And so in my expectation, I was thinking that these are the people who will be the ones leading the pack when it comes to bribery and corruption in the country. 35 and 49.
You see, Osha,
they would have built the network, as Fatih said. And so if he is looking for this, he has a colleague somewhere, a friend, oh, shall I know this guy, go fish sort you out. These are the people who have the network. But for the young man who has started now, Fatih, young fan say also ABA will pay immigration, and I will pay Ghana Armed Forces, and I will pay Juma. Fatih, now send nipa sit to 5,000 now. 5,000 no ko fa wo hefa.
Yeah, about what you
what I say? 5,000 no okokwa ko fa wo hefa what the betua. But 35 years, 49 years has that wherewithal to pay that amount of money because he's been in the system.
But that 35 years, 35, 4 years, that 35 to 49, no. And you have to know pen the first license. And you have to know pen the first passport. And you have to know pen the first Juma. Ultimately, and most of the time, no. How do you even go about on business, no? You may never even know. Ultimately, how? But there's always the market there for. Come, let me sort you out passport. Come, let me sort you out driver's license. And these are the markets that are available for 24 to 34.
And let's also.
And almost almost.
Let's also not forget our culture. Maybe I say police near chipping. Maybe how on any bed dealing will be different from watching 25-year-old be our funny papa car or tree ultimately. And you know all these factors come to play in the numbers now.
But quite striking so fact is 17.6% for people over the age of 65 years. For me, I think 17.6% is too high a number for people around the age of 65 years. What call retirement? Bribe will send baby. The pension will continue to go bribe na. And now the cocoa fua yatiamana walk on and will go to your bribe na. So I think that the number 17% is too high for people within the age bracket of 65 and above.
Well,
it's too high. I would have expected that it would have been around, let's say, ABR, some 5%, some 3%. ABR, where we nejuma and an open contract for re-engagement. And you know, when you be a dean, come on, as any panel to 5,000 been a main organizing man, as any you be maintaining or previous position I want. But 17% is too high a number. But young woman, Mrs. Mary Ada Indian Como Programs Manager Emma Ghana Integrity Initiative. Not your thoughts on this report. Good morning, ma'am, and thank you very much for joining us on the pay.
Good morning, and good morning to your listeners too.
I am hoping that you would have had the opportunity of going through this report, a review, and a pay. Initial reaction to the report when you saw it, you know. What caught your attention the most?
Your Mpacho report, Osha, and Shadan Yawan be brave, if you say, and no man, almost documentary and a idea, may a Juma million tilo. Most of the time, research I get a mere betrayal. A actually, and I did say, a idea is so. And idea number 2 no almost so more experiences and me abetwe bosi ye binti idea enya one piece say ye bisa say only edwumakuo no edin kita ho no wutua bibi the numbers and so by no so sheda enye one bebre. But near a danson, our report, you book a cry, yen shedda, ya young with Papa yen shedda, and ye and the gender dimensions of corruption. Not just a man, very ma, why na Osha Katasha, or you're likely to demand a bribe, or you're likely to take a bribe. And no, yeah, but any idea, yes, that Edo Musukosa, and I caught into detail. That's one. And the aggregate of the sums that have been paid as a bribe, no, and also, and they do it as for 2021. So we share a Chicago tour. Almost calculating a corket as a channel for you as our public sector now. Now, we share Chicago also. Now we share Nipa to do what you have bribe. And extrapolation no to do also a year na that's just and we the Nipa pay 27% out of the total respondents who paid the bribe. Let's say you will a total sum of 5 billion Ghana cedis. Now say a course look at just say oh my my no a young I was say yet to be Emma Yeni Eba Efun. Now we share regional disaggregations and also yeah, what you want dear pass we are by region na senya bribery no esi ekwofa na edu na eye nwanwa kakra regionally no ubere usha otifo na chese wo di kan eno na sheda ye nwanwa kakra se on the regional scale one of the new regions are Tracy
I think that Mrs. Sada, rather no, if you look at the diagram and the map, the key that has been provided there, the highest places are bribery, of course, you know, Greater Accra region was one of them, Brahafo, Western North, and Western. But you would notice that Oti Volta, almost within the bracket of between, I think, 19 and 28 in terms of prevalence, no. But Savannah Nebunu is an omoye the lister. No more. No. Yeah.
Exactly. And you make an on payment of money for any electoral corruption there. No, sorry. Elections out of 4 out of 10 people be out. Yeah, money be so on to about that is the one I was referring to.
That's fine.
If you read the report in detail. Now, regional disaggregations, you know, idea it was ye patch say ye per se as on mine, ye beshe and no ma ACC, not as I was here. I don't know. Na ahadie AC. Is it a matter of poverty? Is it a matter of lack of opportunity? And now saying, now say ye to ye, na ye ka policy, say ye the best sa and woman, na ye be buama, we to me atwas asia. Na ye purposeful and intentional. Na ye say ye shut down, say, and no ma ye bet to me, I am aha etum and no me to me akoswo ye no. Enye ana enye. And no ever boy and ye pa. Now we share institutions now, Mijani and Ametisa Moka, age brackets, any corruption. And shut down your 1 year say 1 hour ye mebunu, Tressa will pay Juma, will prepare contract near identity, will call school, a do a while, and no man send them fata and a warrior, and to will bet a bribe. And it's all from the 18 years now, copying bear 45 now. And call you cry, not say, no mutual bribe or Casepa. Now, no, because say, 65 plus, and they no mutual bribe. Or mutual, or processes, or quatadie, or call for utilities. And the none of the on it here, or the neck hospital, and answer or pay school be a man. Things like that happen. Even though they are 65 plus, they are still active. And they are within the local economy interacting with public services or bank or junior pension sika. Obikra or asla or ye active or did you maybe this sika ebreno and tinyawan say the 17 percentage points no ever for them. But and also should I say there is no point in the value chain. Natural value chain. Baby, I'll be for the public services. There's no point in the value chain. We and in our targeting and in our policy implementation. And was here say, Juma, the whole value chain is affected. Now, because at that point there will be living a gap. People can exploit.
Again, so share that which has to do with the age cohorts. No, not one more breaking it down. They go according to the levels of education. And interestingly, I see for secondary education, the figure there is around 27.4% people who are likely to pay. But I was thinking that free SHS is here. Why would anybody want to pay? Besides, the computer school selection and placement program, as also in place, will be and touch it, who goes where or who goes where. And see, why would people want to? How would they get such huge numbers in terms of bribery and corruption?
But education now. I am extrapolating in this case. These are people who say in the demographic characteristics, gender adiano. I have attained this level of education. But what you are saying.
Yeah.
And in that category, most definitely, but that is the category of education they have attained. And they are within the economy also acting and engaging very actively with services and now with the processes in the governance architecture. But then even the over placement near the over placement, the issues are plenty. The over CSS, DHS, secondary school. It is a computerized selection process, but the perception out there and the reality for many people is the fact that and woman said that obi o grade awenya wo hwe school or corner obi some year obi who say and woman said that and these are the issues we are talking about. Even though it is free SHS, it is an open secret. In most of the places, it is not as free as you would wish it to be. The policy is there. And advocacy, can say, and yes, the emra beba, and yes, the policy beba, but your tracking and the implementation of the policy, no, and no na, and when ye pa, because a honor, and some no, na, because we are there. Now the crata to a crata no online wage, but nipa na the crata no epeyejma. The nipa the crata ni yejma on na o take advantage of the process na enoma epa. And in the regime osha nipa so yen shada fa mamrano enyejma ana emrano enkeka said yes e was said to me kano. Now enya wan piece nipa ebeka sansemi. One experiences, lived experiences of the various sectors and the various educational levels. They are sure class offer the very young educational level crowd also will be encounter. Although I will be sana, maybe I will be 35, but basic education or and I know interested on Yejuma and no interested on interacting with the public services. Although I am a contractor. And so, DHS and Okoye.
My final question, dear Rebecca said, more real kakra. Sir, OSHA, the contact rate data provided by type of public officials, you realize that one more contact with Ghanaians. One more, and over the table of prevalence of bribery, no, OSHA more. One more, any taking less of bribe, or there is the possibility of somebody taking less of bribe. Now, one more, any more contact with Ghanaians, no, one more, and edge more bribes. A day in the Saudi way trendy, because the expectation would have been said, the more you are in contact with people, the higher the chances of you taking a bribe. But in this case, it's a convex.
No, it is not usually the case. If you look at the data, OSHA service provision, the OSHA services are naturally OSHA services are for interacting with now are available for health and education. Now, in most of OSHA survey, also I want to say health for power and for power. Now, so say, but one now, what you are bribe of Pana, and then one now, what do you mean? Such as and the sanctions are another punitiveness of sanctions that would arise for non-compliance. So, when health factor and low, the risk of sanctions there are very low if you do not pay a bribe. May the Mebako hospital. consulting room. Any question and in most of the places we have got chip compound here there. We are up on the but then one not so nothing. Why the or nyawa near ebe bano nsunsu anso a eda ho no eso yie entina entempara no wanka kura se fa bibi bra ubo na wa party 10 city ana 20 city na wo do ho akọ di na ukọ baby woni aban eni asem bia enti anya wanwa bi se police for no wo di anim because I wish I reasons anipa ma ese o pese ebia oya ade na e contempara ana se o avoid say obenya sanctions bi ana se o sha so when tia ebia process no ebe delay enti enam se ebe delay nipa no ochiwa obe ne ukoye bia 1 hour ka wa ye wi obechiwa gira ho na odi wako charge office na wa chiwo sa court process no so eye winding and winding enti enye wanwa bi say police for no wodi anim na even though Ghana for chere say se wo le ni panka woni wondi nkita ho da na ka ye health any others but usual report kese no so there are other places almost answer ye wo hwe bribe no emudro na wana wajina ebi so balance commission no more na diare no mo ebe ni mu yie pa the police for ne ke obia etu chama so one dia what you but only quantum na shedanya one because one not yie pa there are very few police stations scattered across the country and how many people have to engage the police directly apart from those who have cars and those who are driving commercial vehicles and those who have found themselves foul of the law. And
interesting. Would you say, sir, the fight against corruption and bribery, or my way saying, you know, from these figures that you want to
oh, there be an tonsium crack. Actually, then we report Yenga or Professor Enim or lunch and our presentation. And somebody okaya a person now was here number 1 where a very nationally representative baseliner yedi ekoyedim and yekoyenima every year now 2 years then we will be able to gauge the mood and the response of people as to how things have gone. Then again, this is an opportunity for targeted policy. Na various institutions now, and first what the bribe of pano, what silly gaps in their systems, na abua ma and for preventive and for a rights. Again, the third one is the disaggregated data no. And I data na wapa fa mu ye kama na ebwa ma yetumi di edi jumano. And also that why ma yetumi etu anamon ye. Na sa wo hwe Ghana ketasese project kuna emre bi ebetwem na nipa nsa dan ka ketasese project ehu asam na no nkyerese na ensi ba enne no enkofo ti afie se enoma bi aye ena suban bi ana ye be tie no subaya emra as constitution article 35(8) no actually say abai ebere say obedi and to ebe to ona yetumi etuketa se na emra so at 29 criminal code no so actually say corruption a criminal offense no say wudia emra chiwa eni ubedie no and then the party say now the challenge we have is to get the people on board to report corruption and also report no say we only pay 27% now 26.7 something now percent now out of them no it's only 3% of them and can say omunya ya omu corruption be reporting na and trust mu ye yendim ade no so yentu ho anamo Now, I say a person, a kunu beko anymore. If we see something, we must say something, and we must act on it. And now, investigative bodies, so I was there. Ma yenya ereshemu wo mumu se ekpadi enu ya na wo ye so wo yes anu so ebefo ma trust ba na trust ba nipa no hu BBC esia nipa no betu anamon na wa reporting
Mrs. Ada anope bedo ase se ojembe na ne din komo awujumide ni so
acho Mr. Jamas munu nyamenye
yo yebada ne ho ba yeba na ya pension bense ensem ni mu I'm surprised Greater Accra region ne Bono any half better the same scale. Monwa, but ebia eba entiase ebeye ejuma. Yedane ho ba. Back we have some 22 more minutes before the show comes to an end. Yedi enkomo efa eye corruption eho senior man betu eye ketase share ase. Now, reporter Abba and ye review our Hanum say, and Raymond, I think, say in your introductory comment I'll make here, you made mention of the regional distribution in terms of how the various regions, more performance tier a banner bribery or my way say more. I'm trying to look for mine, but for me, I think that I find it a bit off for say. Greater Accra region, any a friend is saying, Western North, I have for any brown half for, but the same skill, and even Northeast too, were more than the same skill. I find it a bit off, unless of course say it is not about quantum, but it's about the number of bribery transactions now the frequency of the possibility of corruption happening in the areas. But if it comes to quantum pardia, I would be a bit surprised say Fatih, Greater Accra region, and Northeast, ever at the same scale. A businessman will pay contract Ewan Krahanum Sia, where you're willing to be $1 million.
Sammy, do not forget that ignorance is so it's mere fuel corruption. Do you know that a lot of people still feel say Ubenya passport, it's a Herculean task. People don't know the passport here say 250 cedis or say they would rather go and pay 800 cedis, 1,500 cedis for somebody to even fill the form for them and just lead them to the passport office. Because obviously now you can't sit at home, now with your picture, send you be safe for your passport, mommy. So the work that you think the person is doing, you are actually going to do it yourself. Because when I make a passport office, I'm on my capture and say, you understand? But the lack of education and information on some of in your man in getting say no, and then they push a man for more FJ bribe. Were we not in this town when some people said, say, more Ghana card, they were charging people for the card? Even at that time, not premium service near the name buy. And the people, baby, or one no, a beer until people say Ghana card are free. Until say beer, say, be bet me at your biscuit, say, Mamiskana Minkoye NHIS card amount. So some of these things, a bit to me, play a role in how come the numbers are high at the places you don't expect the numbers to be high at.
Western North, 45%, 50%. Now Greater Accra, 59%. No, share some numbers where Western Accra is a port city, and a lot of business goes on there. A lot of businesses will be a cost. Yeah, it's a banner. You would always expect they will definitely have to find their way around things. It's when UOBB to say oil sector business goes on there. UOBB to say the port industry business goes on. Even parts of the mining sector. And these are places you don't take them out when it comes to the prevalence of bribery, because definitely, despite the fact someone does so, no services cost it leaves the room for these things to happen, especially if the system is well regulated and our bureaucracy in India might be man. And so it's quite a bit of for me. It's not surprising say these three regions, no, Accra, Greater Accra, in terms of bribery prevalence, no, Osho baby to say Volta region, 24.3. Yes.
24.3.
Yes. Osho de Koso.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ultimately, Oko Northern region, Bono Oti. These are places numbers now down considerably compared to Greater Accra and Niama. It makes it quite difficult. Say, exactly what is causing it, but there are triggers, and these are triggers. To me, day to ja ama eti for natural for. Share baby to say Eastern region so. In your name say Eastern region say okupie mo na good in Sensem never can ho. And if we are talking about good in Sensema, who wants to pay who to be able to go and do BBA and also a challenge. It is. I mean, for me, numbers need there. I think say these are perceptions we've held over the years. Once a perception, it was anywhere bet me I can say business go on no, and our business is a cost of no. There's always the tendency say say bet me a cost of.
Also, be bizarre about Greater Accra and Western and Brownhalf is it about the frequency of the bribery being offered and being taken, or is it about the quantum? Then I remember I had seen a figure where it speaks about the average bribe size, quantum. I think Lands Commission on which bribe can see bribe it would do one more another first. Lands Commission. And Sana, Omamoto second. Prosecutors, judges, and magistrates. Unless Raymond, I don't understand the headline average bribe size.
No, that is
the quantum.
It's the quantum.
That is quantum. Yeah.
Judges.
Who connects?
Next, Ghana Immigration Service. Next, elected local government representatives. MMDAs. Next, GRA customs officers, passport agency officials, teachers, lecturers, and professors, public utility officials, doctors and midwives, driver and vehicle licensing authority, police officers, GRA tax revenue officers, and other health workers. So, have be a police for sure. I say,
no confuse.
So we
police
know.
for no.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Omoji bebre. Omoji a lot. More times. First people need there no. Back one obeje no. Police need 5 years.
Yes.
Because averaging 1,669 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
Then prosecutors, judges, magistrates average 1,208 Ghana cedis.
So how is it that judges don't want us to talk about the fact that there's corruption within the judiciary?
I think it's not about them not wanting us to talk about it. Probably it is how we talk about it and the manner in which we do it. You know, it puts a stain on the system whereby when you do that, now would dilute the powers of the judges and magistrates and the system of the judiciary now. The repercussions, you know.
Now, police officers
you kill the confidence.
Police officers there no. Oh, say I am an abe to say a joke.
It's not a joke.
No, I am an abe to say a joke.
No, but it's not a joke.
So
it's a reality.
Until say as I'm better, we'll play it as a joke.
No.
You see, Sammy, again, let's look at.
Fatih, I don't think the police. I don't think that we have gotten to the point.
How do you feel, sir? People give police bribe as little as once. Did you know that?
You know that a judge cannot prosecute a case.
And also dependent. Listen, the reason why people don't take the police thing seriously, you know, most of the time, dependent on the depending on the magnitude or gravity of whatever offense into a woman bribe, you know. What offense when I'll be to your committee or come police 10 cities say Jenna. What's my say? Into no share the magnitude and gravity now because okay. But what share judge DIB a very serious issue a back court na obi e was ke bia 5,000 bi dia brown no. Na we di asem no etia nipa na oni ske bia nka ono na asem we say ye de no. What share the impact of that na high.
But you see, when you guys talk about staying, and in here, the perception about judges taking bribe into because you don't want to stay in the judiciary. The judge sits in its court. What do I say? There is a prosecutor. There is a police officer who is going to effect the arrest, do some investigation into that matter. So if the police officer, you abstain the police officer from day one, the matter from day one before it even gets to the judge,
but
it's destroyed.
Let's not lose sight of the fact that I don't have data to support it, but most of the bribes of the police, it is not about police bribe. See, but it is minimal. It is minimal compared to the normal road.
Cases are. Look, for instance, let's travel
there
back.
There are a lot of cases.
You remember the MD Benjamin case?
Yeah.
You remember the woman, what was her name? Cocaine, powder. That was Mr. Patrick Chambon's.
Yes.
You remember? Is it Tehoda or something?
Tehoda. Give to Tehoda.
But there are big deals. Kosovo. Oh, Yachigu should be.
But the frequency, no.
Yes, but in terms of the amount, what do I say? Obi asase. Everyone we all know that it is not the duty of the police to sit in such a matter.
Exactly.
But if I could do police station, okay, all right, only ya happy person ya say assassin your dia.
But you can still go to court. It doesn't
how many the ignorance bit comes in. And now we call lawyer. And just see as for.
Sammy, average bribe size. Lands Commission. You see, you look at service I'm providing. The cost of service I'm providing. What the service is covering. And then the board.
Exactly.
Now they determine how much you are supposed to put today. So I go to Lands Commission. I possibly have a parcel of land. I'm an MCP person and Shada and Koye. But let us look at the value of 1 billion Ghana cedis. Sansasin in Ameton. Obviously, if I'm supposed to talk to you, Sammy Eshen over there, say, organize Bibi Kakramamia. Sammy Eshen will possibly plot a chain of people who have to benefit from Sajid Media Okakodino.
Yeah.
So, obviously, the bribe size will be huge. Prosecutors, judges, magistrates. Sammy, justice delivery and Kasani expensive. And the repercussions of justice delivery, it has huge impact. I can possibly go to jail. I can possibly find huge sums of money. I can possibly win a case. I bet bring me huge fortune. I can lose a case. I bet me Jimmy BBR. All these things, a more value to in some of your prosecutor or courts. Again, if I have a case, they say, okay, the famous case of Ghana Telecom, any chief here. No, any chief here. Any Yaya lawyer Afrifa.
Yeah.
Just look at that case as it was. Okay? And then think about the sums in there. Sikai Abubo. And then tell me that if somebody has to pay bribe, you are going to pay 500 cedis.
No.
You are going to pay. No. You understand? And the consequences of the determination of that matter. Who stands to get a windfall? And what could possibly trigger him wanting to? You understand? It's all these things, a man size of bribe a G or a immigration service. I mean, immigration, say obeji permit, say obeji juma, obe backroom hand in your manner. It's a big deal. And again, over there, it doesn't go through one person. It goes through a chain of command. Even the person who would even receive it, and Sami again, Pimusa areas now. I say, yeah, Sikana Kessia, Senabaya, across board, will be a better freebie. No, see, Sami, this is typical Ghanaian system. Yaba elected local government representatives. Sami, even before MMDC, DC, ever confirmed, Sikafa form. Ama today, special prosecutor is prosecuting one of these cases. NCBI, Ebekwa Kopiemo. Sami, it is there. And averagely, you are not spending less than 2,000 cedis. You are not spending less than 2,000 cedis. You are spending more. No, passport office. What is the cost of the passport, Ankasano? Extra. And you don't see people charging huge sums of money, to make sure say almost circumventing system now with your passport. DVLA same. Doctors, nurses same. Police average 220 Ghana cedis. Bribe size. And this bribe size we are talking about, say the reason why police will be
police
number one. Yes.
Police recruitment near 200
but
in thousands.
But America say police recruitment. How many times? You see how many times? How many times does it happen in a year?
Yeah.
Sir, Nkofobeji win for no. But abano the frequency with which omojia. Also because today, tomorrow, next week, you are jumping red lights. You are would DVLA who will license who no be akokon police abecho or say abejewa say OGBB to domestic violence is sensible them. So I mean all those things happen on daily basis. And the police need there. We always put the police in a position to take bribe. Because we the people who pay the police bribe we are afraid of the law. We are afraid of the police officer enforcing the law to the latter. So, we want to quickly compromise the police and run away. We want to compromise the police and run away. But you see, if there's no giving, there's no taking. If you are not giving the police, they are not taking. And if we don't give them, it means that we have to go and face the law and dance to the tune over there. And not instead of blaming the police, you're blaming Yankasa Honso. Say, are we ready to face prosecution when the police arrest us? Are we ready to go to court?
But
there's
a cure.
Have a system whereby a police chewa oni uni nkomodibia. Oma will take it so. But that's what's happening elsewhere.
No, that would be unfair.
It's happening elsewhere. How will it be unfair?
Elsewhere,
if you have jammed red lights.
Elsewhere,
if you have
show
jammed red lights, you have jammed it.
Elsewhere, they show mercy. If you offer
if you have jammed red lights, you have jammed it.
Yes.
What
is the discussion again?
But the point I'm making is
we need to look at the gravity of the offense and what fines or punishment we will give.
No, as for the fines and punishments,
has it occurred to you, say, I idea anka Ghana judiciary? Omu take it upon themselves. Debbie. See, I idea anka Ghana judiciary. They take it upon themselves to educate Ghanaians about court processes. Because you see, lawyers want some money, but they are lawyers. Court. Options. So, as you see,
and we all know what that usually means.
People
think that those lawyers do not put in the from say
pro bono.
No, there is a like an institution there. Lawyer, no.
Action aid, legal aid.
Yes.
You see, that education must be there. Me court. I think they want question court me to one I say yes why mistake yes why you say I'm not ready to go
against that. Court. You are also against what jumping red light in a police in Abanaka say what jumping red light or they take it at
no.
So we are
but the point I'm making is if Ghanaians get an understanding say Uber quarter and yet chinchina trying say Uko jail and I see a final. Yes, but you see Obia shows up a court
because that is
but,
where
but
the
problem
is.
If a judge comes,
that is the index in Abano. That is where the problem is.
But
so if a judge or a magistrate can collect a bribe, now what Daniel Asemna Court. But
I don't want to even look at it from that point.
You see,
I'm saying that say a possible see a education say look, import say driver's license say wua. Judge need to meet you asem say okay, asem ya okay no. Em say license say we 3 days in here. What's when him so okay, kone na fabra. And so it is not that say could be ana you be fine and I say they could jail. That will make people willing to go with the police officer say any yanko court. Say masem de na say judge tie na say enye chinchin atwase ye do ko shema na say you be fine wa. People will be willing not to pay the police officer. But to go and face a judge who may listen to one more story no to either free them or give them some paltry amount here because say tia.
Sami, anyway, Sami Nyabotre, you see, when we are talking about police name ejuma omoya, I think that when the police decided say to embark on exercise on for they are not listening to anybody. Omodo will call straight to final. In October 2021, the police generated 236,030 Ghana cedis from road traffic offenses. And out of MMTG Nedip figure we buy, almost say they recorded 573 road traffic offenses in the month of October. October 2021 alone. So I mean, out of these cases, 504 were sent to the courts, 415 were convicted, 17 others are waiting trial. Per cases on the core, you know, breakdown no Greater Accra, Ashanti region on the cases in Nabai. Osha Sika Omoji na. So I mean, overspeeding, bakuha, almost drunk driving, worn out tires, unlicensed drivers, 110 offenders, expired documents, not wearing helmet, not wearing seat belts, child restraint, other offenses. So I mean, when they decided to make sure, say, omo apply law not to the latter, no. See how much the police were able to recover in that October 2021 alone. Now, the question is, when the police pick you and they take you to the almost take you through the process now go court. Road traffic offenses no. And you afraid now about your argument and go and do investigation and come back. Once the policeman says that, Samuel Shen, you jumped red light. Judge may be say, are you guilty or not guilty? Guilty? Fine no. If it's less than 25 penalty units, penalty units and them say 1 penalty unit there 12 Ghana cedis. If they say 25 penalty units, you multiply them with your sika una wokono. And if you can't pay, jail term be minimum jail term will be 7. If that is how the process is be caught there, I think that a lot of people will understand the system and be willing to go there and pay whatever penalty unit you be charged with, rather than paying on the roads.
All right. Wait, me so say me pochina ebrebe mu na say ye din koma we will touch further on this report, but I'd like to thank you viewers and your listeners. Say wo money yetina say anope.